We'll do it again because he coming in on video.
This nigga looking like Moonlight.
Facts, Shane.
All right, we in there.
All right, bet.
All right, so we're gonna take it from the top. Yo, welcome back to the TWEOM Podcast. I'm your host, Joel Morris.
What's up? Your other host, Louis the 15th.
And it's your other host, Walt Reed.
Hey, so what's going on? What's going on, y'all?
Oh man, blessings. Lord have blessed me with a new job during this coronavirus pandemic. So praises be. Thank you.
That's what's up.
Clap for that, nigga.
Yeah, man. So money's gonna be coming in. So you know what that means? Nigga gonna be a little high.
You got a stimulus check, right?
I did, but that shit went to bills.
Yeah. This nigga said that shit. Like, I spend my money on no bullshit.
Man, I don't even want to talk about how
It's 10 o'clock.
I'm caught up. I am caught up. Let's just say that.
I'm with you, man. I've been paying bills too, but you're starting to see these memos about people getting evicted in certain states.
Yeah, man. I know Oklahoma has started theirs, and they said that these were evictions that were prior to the virus, but still, it's like it's still ongoing. So why? It's like, where are they gonna go?
I don't know, bro. I don't understand it. Like, are hotels even open again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
To me, I'm just sitting here like, now you do this though? Like, I don't know, man. I'm questioning a lot about the I put the day on Facebook. I was like, I'm not proud to be an American. I'm just in this bitch.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
And that's so real because I'm just looking, man. Shit is looking ugly everywhere right now. Yo.
Right.
We did not the chivalrous human spirit didn't shine through this pandemic. You know what's so funny? A couple of podcasts ago, Corona sooner or later, Rona, sooner or later, Rona. We talked about this with Mustafa.
A word.
We were making predictions.
Yeah,
we were like, would the human spirit shine through and people being, because we seen early signs that people were being, we seen Zion Williamson donating to the cleaning staff, but then we was like, where the billionaires at, right? We had this whole conversation, and lo and behold, 3 months later,
billionaire said, "Where is my money?
Where's my money, nigga?
You have all of it. What are you talking about? Where's your money?"
I don't got all of yours yet, nigga. That's the problem.
And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? That when is enough? Like when?
Like Pac said, gimme. Like Trump, I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like that's what I realized the president was a long time ago when Obama was in office. The president is just supposed to be a moral compass, bro.
Right.
That's really all his main facet was. He's all Obama does is give good speeches. I was like, them speeches keep the moral center of society.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because
like
when you start deteriorating that, then it doesn't matter who steps up to who. There's always going to be a conflict as opposed to resolution.
There's niggas believing motherfuckers who make YouTube videos over niggas who went to school for 8 years to get medical degrees. And the president's one of them. Like, this is where we're at, bro.
All because he's rich. I told my dad the other day, I was like, yo, Trump is going to bail us out. He going to write us a check personally. I mean, he said he's a billionaire. He said he got $10 billion in the bank, so he can afford to give everybody $1,200 again,
Nah, that shit was funny because Edgar he got a check in the mail and it's got Trump's name on it and shit. This motherfucker was, I might have to vote for it. He was bullshit, but still, that shit had me rolling, yo. He said, I'm about to buy some Balenciagas. I was like, nigga,
Oh, actually, that's a nice segue. Speaking of shoes, all right. Did you see that Nike and an unlikely brand have teamed up for an SB Dunk combo? All right.
Ooh.
Ben and Jerry's.
That makes sense.
Ben and Jerry's and SB Dunks. These are so sweet. They're the hottest shoes of the year so far. I ain't never seen anything like
ice cream paint job on the sneakers.
Oh my god! And it's the sign is dripping like it's actually ice cream. Oh man, it's sweet, man. It got the black and white, for the cow and whatnot on it. Like the design is serious, man. So I mean,
Google these
a little bit of positivity.
Yeah, I mean sneaker clothes.
Oh man, no, they're gone. Like every website's doing a raffle for them. Yeah, man. Oh, but best believe once they start reselling, $1,000 easy.
Yo, you remember? Speaking of, this is just a slight segue. You remember when I remember, I think it was Adidas that did that Arizona green tea sneaker like combo. You remember that joint?
No, I don't.
I think it was Adidas. They did and it was going for 99 cents. And them joints sold out like quick, fast, and
what? Of course.
And like that resale value looking crazy right now. I think
absolutely.
It was Arizona, bro.
I mean, it sounds right.
Arizona and Adidas. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, it was definitely an Adidas like Arizona collabo.
Yo, that's
99 cents.
That's really cool. Also, I've seen there's been a lot of love for Scooby-Doo recently, with a lot of memes coming up. And Converse has a really nice collab series. They got 4 different styles, all Scooby-Doo related. The Mystery Machine one is probably the illest in my opinion, man. It's just they got the colors. Yeah, they pop, and it's not like it's too much. It's just nice little canvas on it. It's beautiful, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Shoes, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Am I coming across on the mic well?
Yes.
Yeah, you good.
All right. I'm just checking because I'm not holding it today.
I know you master MC in that bitch.
Yeah. Let's see. What are the topics to discuss for today, gentlemen?
See what's popping. Brand new whip just hopped in. I'm gonna pass that bitch like Stockton. Okay. Hey, let's just get straight to the shits, man. What's up with this parallel universe shit? I got a question of the day of the week already.
Yeah, that's what I was about to jump into. Where you at?
Bruh.
So you got a question of the week. Let's go.
Yeah, so I was talking with a friend earlier, and like they had brought it up, and the person was like, "You think I would be like white in a parallel universe?" And then I sat and thought about it. I'm like, why wouldn't you just be dark skinned? Like you light skinned now. So I'm like, what does a parallel universe mean to y'all? Like, is it some opposite day shit? Like we be seeing it?
Okay. I see.
Like,
well, it's not an Well,
to y'all.
This nigga said, that mean? You still black?
Well, to me, that's like. Well, I don't want to dive into the psyche of this nigga wishing he was white, but that he needs science fiction to get there. But I would say that for me, I think that the parallel universe, which is the one I posted about, says that they found a universe in which time is moving in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, there's a world in which we're already dead.
Well, I see it as Benjamin Button.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, so you see it as Benjamin Button, right? Mm-hmm. So, but conceptually, right? If it's moving in reverse to our time, does that mean the same as time's effects on our bodies?
As in aging backwards.
Because, for instance, right, I don't know if it's necessarily aging backwards so much as the trajectory of the universe is just going the opposite way. So, like I said, none of us are scientists, theoretical physicists.
No, we all bullshitting right now.
We all niggas talking shit. So, but I thought about this, right? So, if they detected a parallel universe in which time may be moving in reverse, then to me, what that says is there's a universe. Basically, our entire existence has already happened, and you're sort of seeing the backlog of it in this parallel world.
So, in that sense, is it parallel or is it just the future we're peering into?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
is it necessary? So, if they look ahead in this parallel universe, are they seeing our birth and death?
Yeah.
The totality of it all, right?
Yeah, we have to verify whether or not we can see birth, because if we can see birth, then we can see inception, and then we can.
Well, I'm just talking from the place of let's play this on just a planetary field, right? The birth of Earth, or the cycle around the sun, how this galaxy formed, right? if it's because to me, time in reverse is like an undoing, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So then, but then are we dead then, or just unborn if time is going backwards?
Well, I always had this, like when you talk about like a bang, right? Face go somewhere. When you talk about a bang, which is how they say universe started, right? Like an explosion doesn't necessarily go one way.
But isn't that what a singularity is? Because it collects.
You can explode and you can implode.
Yeah. That's something like when you come in, then that's a black hole, right? I think that's what
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they detected a parallel universe where time is moving backwards, which means when they say universe, they mean everything that we know is just going in reverse.
Yes.
Time wise. So that's why I say it's like a mirror.
Okay.
So if it's like, if say it big, this is the starting point of the bang. This is our universe going like this, right? At the same time, there was another one going like this. Right? And what we're seeing, like, it's going like this. So when they say time is moving in reverse, if this is our time going that way, when it says it's moving in reverse, it simply just means whatever was before Big Bang, it's going in the opposite way.
Direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay, wait. Yeah. If that's the case, then has the apocalypse essentially, would that be their Jesus time, and then they're going towards our Jesus time, and we're going to their apocalypse?
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could, because to me, this is all based upon being able to look from the other universe, into ours, right? So, at the current time where they are, like I said, it's just merely time reversing for them, right? Time is taking us this way, taking us right, and it's taking them left. That doesn't necessarily mean that they come out the womb an old man and regress to a baby. That just means that what time is doing to us in this way, going right, it's doing to them going left. We just don't know what that looks like. But I could only theorize that it has to do with the finite ending, because they just said, for instance, I think I saw an NASA article that they said they may have just detected the last sunspots. So that means, I think what the article was saying was that means that the sun is entering its minimalist phase, meaning its dying phase.
Oh shit!
That's what our star is entering right now.
But also,
now this is still going billions of years away.
Yeah.
But they said that may be the sign of what that means. So I'm just thinking like, yo, it's like over there, shit's already off.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like you said, that's clearly like many millions and millions of years away before the Earth actually, dies out. My only real question is, in that parallel universe where time is going backwards, I just want to know at what point in time are these niggas at? Like, like Revolutionary War? Is it dinosaurs?
Like
Jesus passing out crackers? What's going on?
Where you at? Like,
that's a rhetorical question, but I'm just curious, man.
Hey, look, can you imagine, like, all right, and let's say there's a reverse universe, right? They say time is going backwards, right? And now this is on some bullshit right now. Don't take me seriously. What if that just means everything is opposite? Hitler's the good guy.
That isn't there a name for that?
Bizarro world? I don't know.
Well, in order for him to be the good guy, who would be the hero? Now.
No.
Everybody else. Because technically in this world, I mean, he's the bad guy, and then everyone else who fought against the Germans are technically the good guys.
Okay.
But something like, because the Russians are still like the bad guys?
Man, we definitely wasn't.
You weren't shit.
We weren't Christ like we was over there drinking.
Really shit.
You know, up late as fuck, bro.
Exactly. Had niggas over here drinking out of separate water fountains and shit. Talking about
damn.
getting lynched in the South. We gotta help the Germans.
Gotta help the Jews.
Yeah.
Fuck the blacks.
Yeah.
Don't you ever stand up.
Exactly. Don't forget, had whole swastikas in the Capitol Hill.
Right.
Had like a festival for Nazis at Madison Square Garden and shit, nigga. Let's not forget where the Germans got it from.
Yeah, no.
So that could be my question. Is there a world in which Germany starts racism and not America? Is that the reverse? Like, you know what I mean? Because to me, I'm just like, because I'm very interested. Because if they're saying time, because time is still by a large measure
unknown.
It is, or at least its effect in the universe. I know they say that it's gravity, dark matter, and
light. I don't know. I'm just
nah.
No, we understand light.
No, I forget. But they said gravity pulls against this thing, and that's how the universe expands.
Talking about tachyons?
Nah, they don't know what gravity is. That's what they said. They don't know what gravity is. What force is gravity? Mm-hmm. So I thought about this. Like, I liked about that Family Guy. I don't know if you've seen that clip where Peter's like, "Yeah, when God started the Big Bang, right? He was playing with a lighter and he lit his fart, and the joint just said all the way out.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's interesting to be like. So I was watching the show Lucifer, right? And their one is they were two beings, two higher extraterrestrial beings, and they collided and fucked, and that was God and the creator, the mother of nature, right? So that was supposed to be the angel's mom, and God created man. I don't know if you've seen the show Lucifer, but it's about the devil coming up to be in Hollywood and shit.
Yeah, I know.
But their mom is on the show. The origins of the universe, essentially, these two celestial beings got together and fucked.
Right.
And then the universe responded from that. But before that, they were just in this ethereal space that no one has any idea what it was. Because people always say, what was before the Big Bang?
Yeah.
You know?
See, I feel that we could have already answered these questions if we were on the same track as Mass Effect, you know? Like, we wouldn't have been like, oh, okay, like, we can understand and rationalize certain things. We're able to get onto another planet. Like, we can do all that shit. But we don't care as a species. Yeah. So we're not going to venture and truly, devote our resources to, because, I mean, regardless of any kind of progress, people are going to perish. That's just a fact.
That's true.
But just like, look at what we're putting our resources to. So
niggas ready to sacrifice their life to clock back in, son.
So fucking economy. Hey, well, I mean, I'm guilty.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, I'm people like, if they not taking time off these bills, you still gotta pay them. Yeah, I'm not mad. So I was just saying, like, because like I said, when I read the article, it was funny because Lil Duval posted about it, right?
Of all people,
and he posted like 10 different article screenshots he took, right? And it said scientists detect evidence of a parallel universe. Scientists detect, right? So T.I. put his first comment was detect with a question mark. I just pictured that nigga seeing the article being like, detect? Like, because I see it, like, he's just like, when do we get the ability to detect shit like that? Right. You can't detect where this virus at, but we can detect a parallel universe with time moving backwards and shit.
Ask them. All right. Ask them questions, man. Look, but it's just a ploy for the pharmaceutical companies in order to expunge as much money as they can from the people. Hey, hold on.
But now, like that moment earlier when I put the time moving backwards, and we was like, oh, that's like one of those hits blunt.
Yeah.
I might make a meme out of that joint because we all look confused as fuck, including my black ass who said the shit. Yeah. Oh man, that's a good hits blunt question though.
It is.
I didn't even get to the article, but that's just like,
nigga, I knew you ain't read the article when you brought it up. Like,
I ain't even had time to read the article yet. But
it's literally 3 paragraphs, but okay.
Man.
Yeah, man. Shoot, yeah. Like I was saying,
where are they doing all their research out of? Because it looks like they're in Antarctica. Like,
that's what it says, Antarctica.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's all theoretical at this point, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. When I see shit like this and they showing us the UFO shit a couple weeks ago,
Right?
They showed us the same shit 2 years ago. I'm like, they're getting niggas ready for something. They had you staying in the crib for something, bro.
Is that why he's really trying for this Space Force?
I don't know, man. Because look, I look at it this way. Conspiratorial, of course, we could. I'm gonna put like a little. We're gonna have like a little symbol
Disclaimer.
for the conspiratorial section. I feel like we need a conspiracy theory per show just to be straight niggas. No, literally, because I'm like, yo. So let's say they hypothetically lock us in the house for a brick because they had to get us ready for some crazy shit that's about to happen.
Like they know an invasion's about to hit us.
Like, you know, the theory is that a lot of these rich people already got the rocket ship, already got property on Mars ready to dip.
Bruh.
Like that's why they said all these motherfuckers was leaving their companies when the pandemic started. All these CEOs were stepping down. It's like so and so stepping away from this, so and so stepping away from that. Elon like, look, we got to open up and start working so we can get on these ships and he couldn't even follow the stay-at-home order. He had to keep his shit running because he know he got rocket ships to build for these motherfuckers. I'm just saying, when a rich man can't stay home, something's going on. Elon rich as a motherfucker, but he couldn't stay home. He had to go to work. He had to get busy. I was like, okay.
I mean, yeah, when you look at it that way, I mean, and when there's no other point to refute.
Yeah. Look what this nigga named his baby, young.
Yo.
Coordinates and shit. Coordinates for the pickup, young. Name his baby some coordinates for the pickup, bro.
Yo, when he was on Joe Rogan, he said, first off, I am still surprised that Grimes is with him.
Yeah.
But after that, he was like, yeah, you know, like it was my partner, so it was Grimes that made that named that baby. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, we just call him X.
That's better than that fucking long ass formula they named him. Yo,
no. That's his full name. You gonna call him X? Like he cool? No.
They don't even pronounce the name the same.
These niggas ridiculous, man. I didn't even know.
Look, bro, I'm trying to tell you something. We ain't seen a picture of the baby. Show me a picture of the baby, bro.
You mean
who
the
is
Android?
This baby?
It's like
that's on the screen that said, "Who this baby, bro?"
It's the little baby Android. You know he built one.
Yeah. Come on, son.
He said, "Don't worry, your womb is gonna be safe. You won't never have to have a biological child.
Nigga
I'll make you the perfect child."
He gonna be in calculus. Solve for my name.
Yo, that kid gonna be bullied.
Speaking of Joe Rogan, Spotify deal.
Oh yeah, man, that's it's massive.
$100 mil Spotify deal.
At least, at minimum, $100 million.
It is
$100 million multi-year contract.
Wait, for what?
He's going to be exclusively on Spotify.
He's licensing his podcast to Spotify, so all his back catalog is no longer available on YouTube. It's only going to be on Spotify.
It's September 1st, I think. Yeah,
September 1st. It's only going to be available on Spotify, and he's licensed it for 3 years, and he's got over $100 million deal and price. Like Charlamagne was talking about, price and back end points, meaning like how many subscribers does Spotify get because his podcast is moving there. You might get some incentives on those numbers.
Now, what I really wanted to talk about isn't him per se, but everybody else that's going to be affected by this. Mainly,
that's
Joe Budden and the Bodega Boys.
Well, Joe Budden already has a Spotify deal.
Well, no, he has a Spotify deal, but when he goes to renegotiate, if Rogan is getting $100 million at least, all right?
Yeah.
And he's the biggest name in town for podcasts. And Budden was the number one on Spotify. We don't know what his numbers are looking like, but
he's a number one. Oh, yeah, he's number one on Spotify.
Yeah, he's number one on Spotify. So when he's ready to renegotiate, he can use that as metrics. He's like, all right, you know, you did 3 years with Rogan. He's the biggest one out. We may not do his independent numbers, but we know we do numbers. So let's do 75. You know, I know y'all can do that. Like, or, you know, 70, maybe 80, you know, he can, it puts him at a better position, and it puts every other podcast at a better position.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I was happy for him.
It speaks to the ushering of the true podcast era. Like, he just got a quarterback contract.
Oh, yeah.
You know, essentially for podcasts. Now he's a king of the podcast, obviously. You know, since he has, you know, been doing it for 10 years, got in the game that early, been utilizing, has his own platform. They say he's getting like 30 million a year off revenue from YouTube.
Yeah. Damn.
So, yeah.
And his shit be getting desensitized too. So
well, I mean, he still runs his ads on his shit. And you'll hear him when Jamie about to pull something, he's like, no, you can't show that because we'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
So, you know, he gets revenue on all them old backlogs. So now, like I said, Spotify is essentially like, yo, man, pay us for your old back catalog. We're licensing it. So he still owns it. So at the end of this 3 years, if he's like, nah, fuck you niggas, I'm out, he can bounce. Or he could be like, yo, this has been beneficial, but you underpaid me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's this world of the world of podcasts, man. Like you said, this is, you know, we talk about, I saw what's happening with those Carler Daddy girls.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up because that's the other end of the spectrum because they fucking up the bag.
Yeah. And that was so interesting, man, because a part of me was like, why didn't they just do the 3 years of their contract and then renegotiate or bounce? Like, I don't like that they had the white, like Jay-Z said, they got into the white hot space of being a new hot podcast. And instead of just carrying that where it would take you within the confines of what you've written out in the contract, you automatically wanted to negotiate for something more right away out the gate. And I'm like, but you still haven't fully realized who you are yet.
That's true. But
how deep in the game are these Caller Daddy girls? Like,
a year.
Podcast?
No, 2018. 2018. That's when they started their stuff. So, I mean,
who are these bitches? I mean, who are these girls? Like,
but really, they replaced those other two girls. Who's to be the other ones? Two white girls. It's called something. Maybe we slept with them or something.
We are not their demographic.
Oh, no, but you know what I'm talking about? I just think they replaced those two other white girls.
The joints that had Stefani. I think they had Stefani on that episode.
Yeah, but they pretty much, it was some salacious title like maybe I slept with him yesterday or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was
the name of their podcast. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember they were getting like, I would hear about them like a couple years ago, but I ain't heard about them since.
But that's also like to your point too. It's like you haven't fully realized yourself, but also you're still unproven. Like you can do numbers, but we've seen plenty of rookie do well their first year and then crumble, year two on.
And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have felt secure enough with my fan base or my growing fan base to shake it up where I can't access my IP.
Yeah, see, and that's where they fucked up. But I heard Barstool was trying to, when they were going back and forth with renegotiations, I heard Barstool offered them like, all right, look, you want out of your contract? Cool. Give me 6 more months. And then, y'all good. You can walk away with X, Y, and Z and the IP.
Yeah.
Like, I would have done that. It's like, all right, cool. It's like I get what I want because I want the IP. I realize how important and how beneficial and profitable this shit is.
Yeah.
That's really what I want at the end of the day. Let me do 6 more months of this.
I think that they were getting $500K a piece a year. Yeah, and I guess I get if you live in certain places in this country, that's not a lot of money.
I mean,
like if
you want to beyond your means,
and if you look at these two girls, they're clearly trying to live beyond their means.
Yeah,
like they want the nice things. I first heard about them when I was watching the Mike Malak vlogs. He met up with them and Lana Rose, and they had lunch together and shit. I had no idea who they were. Like I said, there's a whole other world out there, bro. I don't be knowing none of this shit.
Man,
I listen to the same 3 podcasts like every fucking day, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. I listen to the same ones too, but I'm talking about not even that, but just like I come across Instagram pages, and it's like I stopped watching Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. There's like a whole new slew of stars who are adults now. I didn't even see them when they were kids on Disney Channel. They just adults now. Like Sky Jackson jumped to my radar from the Nas X video. I hadn't seen anything on Disney with her.
Oh man, she was there. What was that show? Was she on?
I don't even remember the name of the show, bro.
But like, she was on that show with Cameron Boyd, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. I remember that because he died.
Yeah.
Because he died, didn't he?
Yeah, he passed away. Oh man, it's an unfortunate situation for him.
R.I.P. But
man, absolutely.
Like I was saying though, but I just realized, man, that's how big these platforms are. You can have 15 million people following you. I had never even heard of you,
Yes.
I be on Instagram like 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's just the world we're in right now. So I don't
Mhm.
know if these caller daddy girls have enough cachet to like pull a. I'm a like you need me. You think?
I think they do. Mainly.
I mean, they do.
I heard of them through Tinder, honestly, because there were like at least 50 white girls that had hashtag call her daddy, and I was like, "The hell is this?"
Seeing that shit, I'm like,
yeah,
Tinder. I'm like, what is this?
Exactly. So I went and looked it up. So I was a podcast. I'm like, no, this is not for me. But the simple fact that people are willing to put that in their profiles for a dating, app, it's like, all right, that's some serious cachet because people just forget that shit. They leave that shit there, So even if they delete the app, you scrolling through, you still see that shit.
Yeah, and that incentivizes you to be like, If you don't already know, you're like, what the fuck is this? Let me Google it.
That's mad free advertising.
I'm not saying they don't have a following, but I'm just saying I don't know if it's enough to shake it up. That's right. Joe just shook his up. He's going to lose. He's going to lose a good 100,000 people.
But he's going to gain a million.
Spotify, right?
Yeah. Because there's going to be some motherfuckers who are just like, you sold out, Joe.
They're just too lazy to move over. But either way, yeah, you're going to lose.
No, 100%. That's all it's realistically going to be. Just motherfuckers too lazy to move over. And eventually they might get the bug. He might get a good interview and they have no choice but to download Spotify and jump over there. But
it's in their benefit at the end of the day because Spotify, you can pay for it or you can have it for free. And when you have it for free, podcasts operate the same way. Now, the only caveat with it is I can see them saying, if you want to listen to the podcast, cool. If you want to watch it, you have to have premium.
I can see some bullshit like that.
So wait, say that bullshit again?
Because Joe Rogan got like 3-hour podcasts. So
he got 3-hour podcasts. He just be chilling and talking and smoking and shit, But most of the time, if you just want the audio, you go for the free version of Spotify. But if you want to watch, these interviews, then you have to have premium.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, that's the only way I can see them really doing that shit.
I can see that, and then like you said, and then how many people go to premium just for that? It's the metrics. Hey, I need my cut.
Yep.
You got your premium subscriptions up because of me.
The rich get richer.
Yeah, man. Exactly. It's like I said, it's
we on our way there.
I mean, it's episode 8, niggas. So it's like
he literally is a fetus right now. Like
exactamundo. Like, you know what I'm saying? We haven't even found what we really want to be like yet.
Exactly. We just be talking and bullshitting.
We up here chopping it. I think I want to keep question of the week though.
Oh no, that's a good segment. It's solid right there.
I think it's very generic too.
And it's varied enough where it doesn't matter. Anybody, we can get anything. We can literally get any kind of question.
Exactly.
So
yeah. What else is what's on the board?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix.
I'm bullshit. What's the backlash about?
I saw it went to number 1.
Immediately,
number 1 in the country,
as it should be.
I didn't know it wasn't on Netflix this whole time. If I'm being honest.
No. I think
like Korra was.
I have not watched Korra.
I didn't watch Korra. I've watched the first season of Korra.
I couldn't. It wasn't Aang, so I was out.
What the fuck happened to Aang in Korra? Somebody
he died. He died.
Yeah,
it's been so long since I've seen the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, he's he died from
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, that piece of shit,
man! But they're
a couple of special effects were dope in that shit though. A couple of special effects were dope, but that movie overall, the acting was horrible.
Yeah,
casting was some booty, but
put white people in it everywhere. Oh my god, man! How you an Indian dude whitewashing shit?
Have you seen I'm about to say some racist shit.
I know you was. I thought it myself.
You know where you want to be.
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
Have you seen the way India treats dark-skinned people?
I have. I had his coworker who took a trip over there, and she's a fairly attractive white girl, and everyone wanted photos with her and stuff. And she was just talking about how they wanted photos with her and her family when she was over there, and they would invite her into their yard. They wanted her to hold their babies.
What?
For luck. Yeah, they wanted her to hold their babies. They walk by people's houses. They would invite them into their house, give them like fruit and like food, it's like it's kind of like if you saw like a leprechaun walking by, like a good luck charm type of thing.
I mean, yeah.
But I'm just like, damn.
But I'm not gonna lie though, I do have one white friend. Her family in every picture, they look picturesque. Like they look like a
no, like I said, she's
photo.
a fairly attractive. She has a nice looking family too, but it's just like, but I just know this is imperialism.
Yeah,
I'm well aware of why they fuck with y'all so heavy. Like the history of them being so kind to you isn't so kind. that's what I always gotta say. Like when niggas was nice in all them old pictures, it wasn't because it was like being kind is not always because kind things were done.
Absolutely not. No, they're just like, no. If we,
I'm
smiling because if I wanted to,
100%,
burn your house down and nothing would happen to me.
Yeah, Cliff Paul. You know, everybody Cliff Paul that State Farm commercial. Remember Joe? We had the umbrella. He threw it to the white folks. That white man looked at it. Thank you, nigga. He popped it up and started. And Chris Paul.
Nigga just trying not to get.
We're happy. We're happy and we're singing and we're color. Da, 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 da. Give us a high five. Man, say. So now, man, but like, so what was we talking about before we went on this tangent?
Man.
Yeah, I forget.
We're just trying to distract ourselves from the bullshit of America.
Nah, we was talking about
Something about Korra, which again,
Avatar. Avatar being on Netflix. I did not start to watch it.
Yes, I would recommend. So in what was it? I forget what year. But it won a Peabody Award, which I didn't realize that it.
Oh yeah, Avatar was a shit, bro.
Oh, like I understood that it was a good show. Like I remember watching the series finale. Like I was like, yo, I gotta be home. I gotta watch it. It was touching.
I love it.
But I didn't realize that it was recognized in that sense.
Oh, you know, it was critically acclaimed.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, I knew that.
Because you know, times you like cartoons, like you love something, and then it's like
Oh no, if you look at it, I think it's literally the best version of American animation you're ever going to see.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's anime to me, for real. It's
of course.
Nah, you seen the RCDC World Anime House? They won't let Aang in that joint.
A word.
Yeah, Aang show up and try to walk in. He's like, "What you doing in here, son? You know you ain't welcome in this joint." He's like, "You was not anime, nigga. They kicked that nigga out." So.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I count that. That's 100% like anime to me, though.
Absolutely.
You're not wrong, but it's not.
How is it not? Okay, now let's discuss that. How is it not?
It's not from Japan.
Is anime region or style?
Anime is region.
Isn't it both? I mean,
no, it's just region.
No, it has to.
Anime. When we say anime, we mean Japanese animation.
Yes. Right, and I get
when you
that.
Say animation, you're talking global.
No, I get that, but like I get that anime is literally Japanese anime, but it's also like, let's be honest, it's a style. Like the way the eyes are drawn, the shape of the head.
I can't say that because there's so many different styles of anime.
Exactly. That's what, because Bleach looks completely different from My Hero Academia.
Facts.
I've not seen Bleach.
But for instance, you remember the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Oh,
they had an episode where their animation was changing styles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the historical style of Japanese animation, or when it was over here, was Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Them throwbacks, right? So I forget it, Falcon, some shit. But those are all old anime, and you can look at those and say, okay, if we want to copy the style, it came from anime, therefore we are injecting an anime style. So when Billy and Mandy did that, their animation style was shift. I forget what the
that's one episode.
It was, but it shifted to Japanese anime.
Exactly, it shifted to the style. Walt, what were those two animes you just said?
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is
in My Hero.
But they still are both in the style of anime, just simply by the way their eyes are drawn. Like I'm looking at Bleach right now.
All right. See, you look up
Ichigo?
No. I think not necessarily, because we're talking style wise, and it's basically the animation companies that create it, right? So when I think of animation, look at Redline, the movie. The animation in Redline versus the animation in, I forget the name of this show. But
Asian.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, what I'm saying is, as far as the style, I'm not only talking about like the hair color and the eyes. What I'm saying is, from what I've read, is anime is also a style in the sense that, like, the way, again, Japanese people draw their animation, they use very like overly expressive facial expressions, not to use the word twice, to really get their point across in terms of like how their characters are feeling. Like, that is anime style.
Look, I'm not saying I think when you say anime style, it means anime style, but I'm just saying that the collective of that style is so broad that you can pretty much fit so many things under it.
So a better example of this, all right? A show called Shin-Chan, all right?
Yeah, Chibi.
Shin-Chan versus what do you call this? Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Both are considered both are anime. Both are anime 100%.
Yeah.
But Ghost in the Shell is so realistic, like you're not even gonna, it's more realistic to how we actually view people, you know, versus Shin-Chan, literally a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I see where you're going.
Yes.
Everybody white.
I see where you're going.
I mean, yeah.
But along with why am I Siri talking to me? Along with there's different like spectrums of the anime style. Like the Shin-Chan, I just Googled it. I see what you mean. It's more of like that chibi, like miniaturized characters, which is on one end of the anime style.
Yes.
And there's Ghost in the Shell. Just like we got Billy and Mandy, which is American cartoons, and then we have
Avatar.
We got like Archer, which is also American animation.
True.
But those are both, you know, American animation.
So American animation, do we just label it cartoon?
It is literally a cartoon. Because when I think anime versus cartoons,
well,
when I think cartoons, I think Hanna-Barbera, you know, like
the way Archer looks, the way Archer looks can be is comparable to how 3D animation looks in Japanese anime.
I understand it, but I don't like it.
For instance, Beastars
or Ruby.
Beastars is a show that's on Netflix right now. It's about anamorphic humans. So they live in this world, and I still haven't watched it yet. But the main premise is the main character is a wolf. He meets this, I think, this sheep or something. He's attracted to her, but he doesn't know if it's. But he doesn't know if it's because he wants to eat her, like his animal instincts, or it's because he's in love with her. I think that's like the main parallel. That's the main argument in the show.
The main furry debate.
Look, exactly. But if you look at the way the show is animated, it goes in and out of 3D. So at some points, it can look like stiffness that Archer has to it. But then it has that fluidity of the hand-drawn, bleach frame by frame. Like, we knew what Akira was when Akira hit the scene. It didn't look like anything in American animation. Point blank period. You know, you had Space Ghost. You had American shows with superheroes and animation drawn. But when Akira hit the scene, people were like, whoa. Like, this shit is different, right? So in that vein, we can say that Avatar is inspired by Japanese animation, of course. Like, there's no debate, even with the ways in which it was the story and themes.
Well, if we want to keep it all the way a buck, as we both know, and as I actually learned many years ago, most of these animated shows, both American and Japanese, are really technically drawn in South Korea. Like South Korean animation.
Oh, talk about it. So they are Korean?
Oh, most of these shows, I just Googled, like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The top animation houses are still in Japan, though.
Joe wins again. He been telling us to get on these K-dramas, man. He been telling us. He said they tell the best.
They do outsource a lot of stuff because there's been a lot of it's kind of like over here, if you want to do something, you can outsource your graphics and make it look like you're doing something. Like you see a lot of people who have like basic channels, but they got these dope ass emblems and intros and stuff. They get all that done in other places. Like Mustafa's done this. He had like a whole white lady talking about True Marketing 101, and he just outsourced all of that shit. But it was like, but to that point, that's just him utilizing it. So I think South Korea is like that. You'll see a lot of the lower tier shows will probably get animated in South Korea, but we talking
gets animated. I'm talking like
we talking Studio Bones though. That's in Japan, bro.
Studio Bones. Is that the name of a studio, or is that a TV show?
This is the name of the studio that does My Hero Academia.
Okay, well that's one show though.
Studio
No.
Studio Ghibli.
Wait.
I forget what's the one that got burned.
Toei, I'll give you that one.
There's
Toei. That's the one who does One Piece.
Aniplex did Full Metal and Ghost in the Shell.
They might be in South Korea.
Right.
Well, which one?
Funimation might be in South Korea.
Aniplex and
Funimation produces the most shows throughout the year. That's why they also the most trash one. You talking about Toho? Is that the one that burned?
I don't think it was Toho that burned.
No.
I'm trying to find a studio to do lit on fire and kill people in.
Yeah, that did happen a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was like last year.
Okay. Yeah, Funimation is definitely Japanese.
Bones, Toei, Studio Ghibli, Nippon, Madhouse. Was it Madhouse? Pierrot, Polygon. What's the animation studio that burned? All my favorite anime got suspended because of COVID.
That should be like a year ahead on production.
Kyoto Animation.
Kyoto Animation
and Studios, yeah. And it's a plastic. He killed 33 people.
Damn.
Suspected arson.
Rest in peace.
I think he was a former employee, but I forgot what show that they did. Some of my favorite animation. Hold on. Did they do Kyoto Animation Studio?
Just Google projects.
They do anime movies. Oh yeah, Silent Voice, which is dope as fuck. They did The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. They just got classics. K-On! Yeah. They're a dope studio though. A Silent Voice is a beautiful film. It's on Netflix. Y'all have to check that shit out.
Is this some animated shit?
It's an animated movie, but that shit is shit's emotional, yeah. It's called A Silent Voice.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, man, it's dope. Well, hopefully they come back, man. They bounce back. I forgot they did Violet Evergreen, High Speed. Yeah, they're just known for really beautiful, clean animation, man.
That's what's up.
A couple of Inuyasha films. Yeah.
Man, Inuyasha coming back too.
Yeah, that's a show that just needs to end. Needs to go away.
It really does.
It really, really does.
Hey, yo, Kagome was like 14, 15 going through all that shit.
Facts.
Okay, but
different culture.
Okay, but my nigga Yusuke was 14 years old fighting demons and shit in a whole nother realm.
Hey yo, all right, none of that matters because Billie Eilish made a whole song during quarantine.
Fetty Wap made 4 hits with one eye, son. Fuck is you talking about?
I saw all the Fetty Wap love earlier last week.
Bro, Nas was 18 when he did Illmatic.
Oh, here we go with that Nas bullshit again.
And Hov was 20 when he sold 18 bricks out the Cali.
Hey, but Chance the Rapper was on suspension when he made his first mixtape. I don't know. That's not as grand as that other shit, but I'm just
That's another thing. Yo, did y'all see the video of the active shooter?
No,
at the Arizona joint.
I didn't want to
watch that video. It was wild, bro. This man was shooting a video. Some nigga said it looked the way he did the video. This one nigga in the comment was like, I expected him to say, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Wow.
He was that like, yo, I'm about to go in here, shoot it up. I'm the shooter. He had his coronavirus mask on.
What? So the shooter was doing this? Like he a YouTuber?
Like he was on Snapchat. He had this one lady. He had shot her like in the leg or something. He was aiming the AK-15 at her. RF-15? AR-15.
AR-15.
So he's aiming AR-15 at her, and he's like, "I'm doing this because of society." And she was like, "I don't got nothing to do with that, dude."
Right.
And he started walking. And he started he started moaning, groaning. Right. And he started walking towards her with the gun, and she's like, "You already got me. You already got me." That's what she was screaming, and it cuts off. I was like, "This shit is crazy, bro." But he really just like, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I'm going to be the active
welcome to
shooter.
Jackass." Like
I'm going to, yeah, that's exactly what it came on. Like he's like, "I'm gonna be the shooter today at such and such mall," and he goes in the back seat, grabs the AR-15 out, and you see him walking around with his camera, like first person shooter video game. The way the gun is poking out from behind the camera, and he's trying to shoot people. And I'm like, bro, as soon as you got off quarantine, this is what you went to do.
Like, what state was this again? Arizona?
Arizona.
Yeah.
And then another dude, the one I shared in the group, that was at the Navy Yard. But I was saying that, I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, that's crazy because if you think about it, without crowds, we also lost mass shootings for a while.
Yo, facts. Like I've been telling people this whole time, like right now, honestly, serial killers would be thriving.
Oh yeah, because everybody's in their home.
Everybody's in their home. If you snatch somebody, you kidnap somebody, that's it. Yeah. Who's gonna go and check up on you? Nobody. Yeah.
Nobody.
Are serial killers like germaphobes though?
See, that's the.
That'd be funny. A serial killer worried about catching the Rona.
I want to, but
I want to kill, but he's mad because he ran on a Lysol, so he can't go kill nobody. I was disinfected these bitches before I stabbed him. Yeah.
He out for a jog and he he tailing his next victim and whatnot, and then he see her cough and he's like, oh no. She's like, I'm running the other way.
Yeah, that's wild, John.
That's terrible, man.
That video, that shit.
Man, like it's a YouTube video, like he's Markiplier. I mean,
no, it literally looked like.
I ain't trying to like put Markiplier's name on that, like.
But no, bro, it genuinely looked like a vlog of murder.
Yeah,
but he didn't kill anyone.
Yeah,
I mean, thank God.
Somebody's in critical condition, but he earned it.
They pulled through, seriously.
Me too, but I'm just like, yeah, like we forgot about the shooters, young.
Yeah, that's a society.
I know shooters for a little bit.
Huh?
Ain't that some bullshit?
No shooters for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the last time we had a mass shooting.
I think the big one was in Canada recently.
We don't fuck with Canada like that. We don't.
They just banned assault weapons. Like that. They just banned assault weapons.
Yeah, they said one, nah. But I've kind of find it funny that white people forgot they were racist because of mass shooters.
Did they?
Oh no, I mean they did, because now it's like, since we don't have the shooters, now they're like, oh yeah, we're safe now. Now we can be angry towards who we really want to be angry at.
Yeah, well, before when the active shooters was out, it was all mental health.
I mean, it was mental health, but they had to step gingerly because they didn't want to be shot.
But I was like, look, man, mental health. All these documentaries and specials I seen on OJ, they ain't mentioned that nigga's mental health one time. He's just a nigga that did it.
Is OJ the best example, though?
Yeah, bro. Because if you talk about a horrible person that did horrible things, and you talk about mental health, we can't just bring up mental health when the white kids start shooting shit up. Because this was a white Hispanic.
Yeah.
This man was Armando and some other shit. So I was like, I want to play. And the dude who did Sandy Hook was Hispanic.
Really? That little white boy?
I think he was.
Really? Man.
Yeah. White Hispanic.
I don't even know what that means, bro. What is a white?
I know what it means. Them Cubans with the MAGA hats on. That's what the fuck it means.
I was like, shit, that's nice.
That's exactly what the fuck it means. You been to Florida, nigga. You know dang well what the fuck the white Hispanics is like. Yeah, that's when you seen the article a year or two ago. The black dude was dating that Hispanic joint. Her father, his girlfriend killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's white Hispanic.
Yeah.
God
yeah,
damn.
they on that. Don't forget what Spain did during the slave trade, nigga.
Shit, I was just about to say
Columbus
that.
was a Spaniard. Let's keep
That's
it
what I
100.
think of when I think
Spaniards are just white.
I'm like,
Yeah,
like from Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's because they speak in a different language.
Spaniards are white people that speak Spanish.
Factamundo.
That's it.
You know, and they love it when they can pass for white.
Ah.
I made it. Yeah, man, it's interesting though. I don't know, man, because I'm thinking about this weekend, man. Niggas is going to hit everything.
Nah, it's going.
I ain't going nowhere, but
it's going to be a lot of house parties. It's going to be a lot of cookouts. My neighbor every Sunday, he's been grilling, for him and his family and whatnot. Put on the little tunes and whatnot. It's a nice time, but yeah, niggas gonna get sick.
I mean, that's cool if you're doing it within your family. You know what I'm saying? We was grilling last weekend too at the crib. But VA Beach been open, like the 757 North, like Southern Virginia is open, and I see niggas on Twitter wilding.
Except Richmond, because Richmond got Mayor Stoney got a little bit of damn sense about him. He said, he knows that binge drinking is a problem in Richmond, and he knows that motherfuckers are just gonna be out. So he's like, nah, dead it.
Niggas don't know how to control themselves if we being honest, yo.
No, they don't. They absolutely
not at all, man.
Yeah, because
it's
we've
like
been
crazy.
fed too much freedom. Like,
that's what's wild about it, bro. When I seen like we talking about all these Karens going crazy online.
Yeah.
Coughing on people, yelling at employees in the store, crying because they mask is making it hard to go outside.
To breathe. First off, it's like, how bad do you breathe regularly where the mask is hard to breathe in?
I don't know, bro. Screaming.
Because I'm like,
oppression.
The mask is kind of hard to breathe in.
Really? I don't find it hard to breathe in.
Is it hard enough for you to get on a camera and start crying to the gram, nigga? Like,
about to say, yeah.
It's hard, but it ain't that hard.
No, that's how hard Karen took it, nigga. She was struggling. So, like I said, hard is hard, bro. I got my joint. You can't hardly hear what the fuck I'm saying through that mask. But I'd be damned if I go on a jog with the joint on. But I'm cool going in the store. Like I said, man, like I'm just to the point where I'm like, niggas is really struggling to follow the most ABC instructions, bro.
And that's it. It's just like wear a mask. It's hard to breathe in.
But people is like yelling at Costco owner because the Costco dude's like, we can't let you in the store without a mask on.
Yeah.
He said, I woke up in a free country today. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
And that's that shit I'm talking about. Like we've been fed so much freedom. Like I always look at it like George Washington, for all the qualms with slavery and all this other shit. Yes, we can talk about that. But as a president, this man said, all right, cool. We won the Revolutionary War. I'm going to go be a farmer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a general. I'm not going to be like this. That's not what it's about. Like, it's about, growing my shit so I can feed other people or at least feed my own family. Like, let me tend to my little land. But you over here trying to say, oh no, it's like, I can't wear a mask because I have a medical condition and blah, 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 blah. It's like, do you know if you're sick or not? Like, truly, do you know if you're sick or not?
Yeah.
Because if you don't know if you're sick and you go and you cough in somebody's face and you get them sick, like, you're just being a dick, and then you probably cause somebody to die.
And that's what I'm saying. And then at this point, man, it's a hoax. I'm just like, I'm done with niggas, man.
Nah.
I've exhausted all patience when it comes to these things.
One of my friends has already lost 3 family members from it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know people going through it, bro. Shit is real. It's not a game.
It's not. I guess the most egregious Karen video I saw was the lady, and she's accosting this police officer. And so, man, like in the apartment complex, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna give me a citation?" And he's walking, mind you, he's in full uniform.
Yeah, I seen that joke.
He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a citation. You're beeping your horn too much. You're not supposed to do that." And she was like, "Well, I was doing that because I wasn't sure if you were breaking into something." I'm like, wait. This you said this man a police officer, like he's a police officer. He breaking into the apartment?
Isn't that a good Karen thing though?
It's all good if Amber does it, but as soon as a brother.
Let Jamal try that shit.
This man wasn't even close to the door. He was barking.
Where
bro,
where that bitch at?
But that's
niggas getting shot at.
I gotta say that's like that's racism.
That's plain and simple.
For you to see a brother and your brain instantly goes to the worst case. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So the other day, like this probably happened like 3 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was in 7-Eleven and this young nigga walked in with the bandana around his face.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like every image of every nigga that was about to do something they ever showed us. Right? And I couldn't help but feel in the bottom of my spirit, this motherfucker about to rob this joint.
Mm-hmm.
He was walking, he was looking at me. Could have just been some young 14-year-old kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had to control my bias there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the programming that's been done to me because I can see a white man walking with a mask. No, they shoot up shit, and I still don't think about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's starting to happen.
I still be scared of shit, bro.
No, I was the same, like not the same time, but a different day. I was walking, and I came out the store, and this white man was walking ahead of me. He had his dog. And I was walking behind him, and he was dressed redneckish, like he had some baggy old light blue jeans on, you know, with dirt stains on him and a dirty ass braid shirt. And he had his dog with him, right? And he was walking ahead of me, and I was like, "Yo, man, I have my mask on because I just walked out of 7-Eleven. I parked my car down the street so I could walk." And I'm like, "Yo, is this white man gonna be like, I fear for my life if I just keep walking?" And I eventually catch up to him because I'm behind him while he's walking his dog. Mm-hmm. We're on the main street and like it's Minnieville, traffic going by, but I was like, that don't matter to these motherfuckers. All they say is I fear for my life and niggas is getting shot.
That's it.
That was a genuine thought in my brain though. Now nothing happened, of course, but that was a thought in my brain. Just like when I seen that young black kid with the bandana on, that was a thought. So I'm just like, yo, we all could have the thought. The problem is when you pick the phone up, Karen,
and follow through. That's the thing. It's the follow through.
Yeah. And the follow through, and this is what I realized, the follow through is coming from a place of privilege purely. And that's the same with these shootings, bro. I thought about that, man. You think there ain't been a nigga who ain't felt like he want to take everybody out, but he just don't do it. There's no black man in this country that feels entitled enough to go take the lives of innocent people.
Yeah, we ain't seen that shit but one time. It was like 2016. I know y'all remember that.
African nigga shot the Navy Yard up, right?
Yep. That dashiki.
Yeah. Oh, no, you talking about the dude who did the police officers?
Yeah, you remember that shit.
That nigga, well, that wasn't real, nigga. Go Instagram, this nigga had one picture with his fist up in the dashiki. Yeah. He was 25.
That's all it takes.
That shit was a setup, bro.
Yeah, bro. They said they blew this nigga up with a robot. The only thing that survived was his ID and a note. I was like, nigga, what?
They must think niggas is real stupid out here, son.
The ID and a note.
Look, we can count on our hands the amount of times that black shooters have appeared in the from 2000.
Yeah, but I like how he had a note saying why he did it.
Of course,
instead of just tweeting.
Because the brother was he spoke well. Man. Well, we assume he spoke well because it was very well written.
Oh yeah, man. Oh man, so I wanted to see a copy of that note, bro.
I wanted to see just one other photo of this nigga besides this.
Yeah, exactly. At least let me see one picture of him with a shorty or something, like, right? Or him a picture of food or something. This nigga took one picture, put it on Instagram 4 years ago. Come on, son. Stop.
That's it. That's it, man.
But he was mad. He was so mad at the police for what they did. Man, that was a distraction.
That was some bullshit.
100%.
Wasn't that after both them?
That was the same weekend of Philando and Alton. And I knew what it was.
Really?
Because if you pay attention, Philando was getting nothing but love. Because he had the kids' dietary restrictions in the cafeteria memorized. And what you would have had was a weekend characterizing a good brother, right? And so to distract us from that, they said, "Oh, yo, we got to get it popping." So the conversation shifted from Philando to Alton to, "Oh my God, both sides need to find some way to come together." I'll never forget that, man. I saw that switcheroo happen plain as day.
Speaking of which,
hey, hold that thought. I'm about to go get some food. I'm gonna be back in literally like 5 minutes.
Do what you do.
speaking of a weekend, talking about a good brother, all right, with this ongoing Ahmaud Arbery case.
Mm-hmm. They just arrested the video dude today.
Really? Shit.
The guy who filmed it. They just arrested him today.
For what?
What are you talking about?
Like the
white dude who was following with his gun and filming?
Oh, I thought it was another person because I didn't watch the video because I was like, I can't watch that.
Yeah, nah.
But no,
I was just following in case something bad happened. No, nigga, he was following to catch a body too.
God damn. There's a journalist from the New York Post. He wrote a story of how Ahmaud Arbery had a what do you call this? A shoplifting charge back in 2017.
Oh yeah, my sister told me about that joint, nigga.
Right, and I was like,
so that means he deserved to die, of course, in 2020.
Right, like it's like the leaps and bounds. This nigga really he had the audacity to fix his fingers to write this article.
Yeah,
like absolutely not. No,
of course. That you know what that means. Ahmaud was no saint.
Ooh.
So that must mean,
but Lord, let our president
something happen.
Say that if he goes out on Fifth Avenue, he can shoot anybody. Y'all still vote for him. That's not concerning at all.
Come on, you know he's just joking, Walt.
And you know what? Maybe I just don't understand the joke. You know,
that was just a joke. And all them times he reneged on them contract with them business owners.
Oh, word?
Those are jokes too.
Those are jokes too. Oh, my bad. I guess
every time he broke the law on the campaign trail in 2016, those was ha-ha-has.
Was it a joke when he
laughing my ass off
4 times too?
Oh yeah,
because I was laughing at that.
We was all laughing out loud. He was laughing out loud. Everybody was laughing out loud. And their mama, young
man, like the leaps and bounds in judgment I've seen from white people, it's extraordinary. And I'm fortunate enough to have white people on my Facebook actively dissenting, you know, from the majority of what I see. You know, it's like they're like, yo, this dude's a racist. This is, you know, they actively call shit out, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, that I'm happy that most of the people on my Facebook do that.
Let me ask you a question.
But that's just Facebook though, and those are
no. I understand. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Let me just ask a question though. Mm. Let's say Ahmaud, right? Mm. The day before this happened. Let's say Ahmaud had been arrested the night before for a weed charge. Mm. He was out on bail, and to clear his mind, he went jogging. Mm. Then he got killed. Mm. You think those same white people would be up there?
Honestly, all my artist friends be like, hell yeah, because I'm smoking weed right now.
I'm just asking. I'm genuinely just asking, bro.
Like, I hear what you're saying. Because
I'm just asking,
there
bro.
are some that are be like, well, you know, they need in Georgia, so you.
Because this is what happened with Botham Jean's family. They bent over backwards to describe their son and their brother as this magnanimous person. Mm-hmm. Who was kind-hearted and kind-spirited, almost to the point where the jury said, he would have forgiven Amber. And so that's how she got the little amount of time, is because they said Botham wouldn't have wanted her. Mm-hmm. Because you got to understand, the family spent so long speaking to this kind-hearted individual just so they could humanize him to get the justice they needed, to the point where he became a saint in the jurors' minds.
Yes.
A saint who would not rebuke the woman who broke in his house while he was eating ice cream and killed her. Even though I don't know any brother that wouldn't be like, fuck this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I was sitting here chilling, you broke in and killed me. Like,
yeah.
I don't care if Botham fed puppies every way on the way to school. If he was running animal shelters and feeding the homeless, like, no. Put the bitch in jail for 25, life. Throw the book at her. He's not going to, like, there's no way you can make that argument to me, right? But I understood the family painted themselves into a corner because they just spent such a long time trying to humanize this dude, because that's how far we got to go, man. Imagine if I get shot, bro. Nigga, they digging up everything, bro. He sent the white man to hell in my judgment day. He got to be guilty. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Best believe
they coming with everything, bro.
It's gonna be a cold day in hell. I'm gonna fight everybody. I'm like, no, you will not do my friend like that. You have no idea who this man was. You have no idea what he stood for. I'm telling
man,
you.
like I said, and to me, I don't know, man. I've kind of gotten to this space of I had to draw the line between white friends and white allies. You know?
Yeah.
A white friend would ignore the fact they saw you run by during slavery. A white ally hides you in the basement.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yes.
And I'm just about distinguishing that difference at this point. And not to say that your friends aren't your friends because they're your friends. That's what they are.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, like,
they can only speak to your story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because there are certain things that they see that there's shit that I can do that if another black man did, they would not accept.
Exactly. 100%.
Yes, you know, because they know me. But
yeah, friends.
But yeah, man, like I know, in fact, I know one dude. His name is Patrick. I met him down in Richmond. Now that's an ally right there. Like I 100%, I could definitely see and be like, no, this is we're not doing this, and we're shutting all this shit down.
Yeah, like I said, they're out there.
Yeah, but it's just
if they weren't out there, we would have been genocided a long time ago.
Whew.
There 100% exists, but I'm saying like that's why I want to see the John Brown movie, because it's the first time that I've seen representation matters. White people need to see that. They need to see that a white man said, "Fuck this shit. I'm killing all you slave owner motherfuckers," because he was that mad. Like they need to see that. They need to see the story of the white woman who went down there and held King's hand. Like you need to see those people and know their name, and they need to be icons in your culture for the better world they fought for.
And another thing,
you can't just have these people with the dual, like you bring up Washington earlier, who's memorialized as a hero, but we also know the dark side. Like all of the white heroes shouldn't be that way. They shouldn't all be Thomas Jefferson wrote this great thing, but also, by the way, he was raping Sally Hemings. Like there shouldn't be asterisks behind all of their white heroes. There should be a couple white heroes who were like, nah, she went down there with Dr. King. They was about to hit him with a brick. She jumped in front of it. Her name is Sally. She was a mother of 3 in Pittsburgh, and she just felt animated enough to drive down there. And she took a brick from Martin Luther King. It took her eye out. She had an eye patch till she was 80. Like, where's just like, I'm not even, that's could be, I'm just that's just a lady I made up. Like, I'm just saying, where are those stories? Because those stories are what make it so that when these things happen, you feel in your spirit to speak out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel it more because you're like, yo, I got precedent.
You know what's the funny thing about that? And it's something that we had been saying for years now. Representation matters. Yeah. No, 100%. but when we say it, it's usually from a minority perspective that people assume where we're coming from. But it's representation matters point blank.
Oh no, 100%. That's why I said it. It's like, man, it just matters. Like, because I understand it. Like when I would get into those conversations and white people, like a conversation about race shouldn't be debilitating. But I've seen people getting the palpitations, like
because they can't.
Well, they start to think. First of all, you're talking about them.
No,
and I'm like, this history is bigger than it was here before we were born. It's gonna be here after we're dead. Like we're not talking about us when we're in this moment. And that's why I realized, because I can only have a sincere, honest conversation about it based on some information and facts that I know.
Wait, hold on. Nigga, are you eating Popeyes?
Nah, nigga. Piece of bolies, chicken wings, and French fries.
I'm like, look like them Popeyes French fries. I was saying, like, give me some.
But now though, like, so what you about to say, Walt?
No, I'm sorry. What do you call this? It's we're talking about representation matters. Shit, I forgot my thought though.
I'm talking about. Are y'all talking about like white heroes?
Yeah. Not even heroes, because I don't want to use that word.
Right.
Then it's the whole white cape syndrome.
It's not that
syndrome.
What it is, it's just we can't always have a minority.
Why not?
No, we can't always have a minority story of minority stepping up. Like we can have a minority story of a white person stepping up. Like for Black Lives Matter, right?
I'm talking about like for Jim Jones, John Brown, right?
Yeah,
John Brown.
John Brown. It's like Jim Jones. I was like,
a whole nother nigga.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that story is important because it's not Nat Turner.
Yes.
And the only reason I say representation matters is because when you say representation matters, that's you completely 100% identifying I live in a racist or race-based society. Mm-hmm. So therefore, and I realized this because, so I put on my timeline, I was like, man, I don't want to see nobody posting Dr. King if they ain't post Black Lives Matter. Because he said that before he said anything. He told us we mattered. He didn't say it in that phrasing, but he told us we mattered. We're beautiful. We're gorgeous. You deserve to be treated as human beings. That was his opening speech to us before he started to become our leader, right? And you can look at this in his early journey when he started to be a civil rights leader. His message was empowering to us, and that was the impetus to get us to follow him. So what I say is, like, I don't want to see you posting about him with the dream speech, because you're not even identifying the fact that he himself said, oh yeah, that dream was a dream. Niggas woke. Like, he himself reflected on that speech and said, it may have been a little premature.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So for him to have those own reservations about something he said, you're not fully enveloping the man, his ideas, and his life and the journey it took him on. You're just taking that one selective piece of memorabilia, which is the iconic speech, and sticking that on his back. So that was Martin Luther King and I had a dream speech, but not all of the. I don't like when they do that, because now you're just taking that one nice thing, the thing that you yourself can hold and say, we'll be friends one day, mountaintop, remember? And instead of it being, because I told people, like, you didn't know who Bernie Sanders was till he ran for president.
Facts.
But he had a picture getting dragged in a civil rights protest.
Yeah.
Like, you should have known who Bernie was before.
Yeah.
You should have. Yeah. We've all seen these pictures in our books in school. Exactly. The linked arms at the lunch counters.
Yep.
The white woman there, the black dude there, there. And the images of the pictures is cool, but in the headline it says, and this was a boycott led by Martin Luther King and the NCAACP and which is important for us. I'm not saying don't give us that information, but also let the white people know what's the name of that white lady in that picture. Exactly. And where was she from?
Yeah. Show
me that she was a middle-aged woman who was just at the crib, couldn't take it no more, and had to go. That's what I liked when I saw Selma. There's a white woman, they got their ass whooped when they crossed that Pettis Bridge by them racist cops on police force, and this one white woman was up north, and she said, I gotta go, John, talking to her husband.
That's what
she got in the car and drove down.
No, that's what I want to see. I want to see a white woman getting her ass beat at a civil rights protest.
Exactly, 110%. Like, really stepping in the face of danger, taking the bullet, or trying to negate it in some way. Like, we've seen versions of that today. I think it was Stephon Clark's brother, when he was yelling at the Senate. He was at a city council meeting in Sacramento over his brother's shooting, and the white people put like a barricade around him so the police couldn't get to him, and he stood on his desk while he was just shouting out stuff. And all these white people like made a circle around him, and all the police wouldn't break that circle to go grab him because it was white people there. Yeah. Whereas it was just black people, they was pushed in the elbows to women's faces. Like, they beat up pregnant black women, so they don't give a fuck. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, like I say, when representation matters, like they need to see that shit, man.
Yeah, no, I mean it absolutely right.
So that way, when the conversation comes up, you're not breathing heavy.
Yeah. Because you don't have anything to work from.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're working off of your own experiences plus societal's what do you call it? Conversation, you know? And sometimes that's a lot. When you're just going off of you and then society, that's a big step.
And plus you feel the stress of feeling like you're the first to do it, and you're not.
Yeah. No, you're not. But
you need a blueprint. Like, we didn't invent protesting.
No.
Or holding up signs. We learned that.
Yeah.
So when we had to feel the need to do it, we hit the street because we had a blueprint. Now, does the blueprint work? I don't know.
Nah.
But to that point, though, it's something we saw. We seen the signs. We seen the boycotts. These are tools that were utilized at some space, and we seen results from it. So when shit pops up, we do it. Like, we stop traffic. We run out there. We alter. We do what we got to do, or we feel like what we need to do.
Oh well, I mean, let me not say that our white counterparts don't know how to do this, because they do. All right.
It's just you just seen them protesting for haircuts, nigga.
No, it's not for haircuts. It's the hospital. Like, these people don't need to get to the hospital. All right.
See, and this is why I know it's purposeful though. Vietnam.
What you mean by that?
It was protesting for that shit.
White people was protesting the war in Vietnam like crazy. Whole classrooms at colleges would sit out. We don't study this in American history.
Because we won that war though. Remember? Wink, wink.
But when I saw it in the docuseries on Netflix, I was like, how come I never learned about this period? Because it also has to do with that hippie movement.
Yeah, that is true.
It's in that
America,
space.
for some reason, don't like hippies. Like,
no, because that is a white person saying, I'm going to free think, and I see you doing wrong, and I don't fuck with it. So to get rid of that, they said we're going to start a war and a draft and get to break this shit up.
Yeah, man.
We taking out
60s, 70s were wild times.
Well, they said, look, we're taking your black icon, Muhammad, sending that motherfucker, Muhammad Ali. We're sending him to war. He said, I'm not going.
No. It wasn't Muhammad Ali. Cassius Clay was on that sheet.
Cassius Clay.
Right?
Cassius, they called him Cassius, right? Yeah. But I think he had already changed Muhammad Ali.
He already changed his name by
But to that point, he was a leader. They wanted to break up those movements. They wanted to break up the white hippie movement, and they wanted to break up the black civil rights movement.
Oh, wait. So are you trying to say that that's what we need to do right now? The Black Lives Matter need to team up with the Stoners?
It's ours is, like I was saying, ours is on our sleeve because the histories is so vivid, right? But the reason I say that's purposeful, that they're not always highlighting the history of their descent to the system. Like, white people fought for labor laws.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Kids used, like 13-year-old kids used to be working at meat factories and shit, yeah? They fought to kill all that, but they don't teach you about it, so they don't want it to repeat itself. They don't want unions. They don't want the proletariat to have a base.
Man.
Even though they had unions, they were racist as fuck.
Yeah. Which
was the Democrats' reason for breaking them up. Of course, we could also say, yeah, the unions are a good idea. Let's just not make them racist this time. Because if FedEx
obviously that was too much to ask for.
But if FedEx had a union, they couldn't have fired those brothers.
Absolutely not.
You know, like, let's keep it a buck. We need a union more than ever. Because a union would have said, no, you're going to pay us even if we're not working.
Yes.
Because we're your worker base. You can't hire anybody unless they're in our union.
The thing is, like with unions, it is the glass has to overflow. But it's a tall glass, because if I have a cup, right, and I'm pouring my water into it, that's everybody joining this union party, right? If it doesn't overflow, the company can eat it, and they can get rid of those people, and they can dead the union, right? It has to.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, there has to be enough people to participate so that it overwhelms the system, so that it no longer functions properly.
Well, that's now.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about literally just having enough people to join it to make sure it actually has merit.
Yeah.
And which is factual. But like, if you can only work, if this union is the only place you can be when you work at FedEx, UPS, or USPS, and it's the same union, it's the delivery drivers union, right? It's the same union that provides employees to all of these places. So then we can have the overflow, and it means to fit the overflow. Meaning we give you some of the FedEx, you got going to USPS. This is the purpose of the union, man. It was occupational based. It wasn't company based. It said that you are a metal worker, which means you could be a metal worker for the Ford factory, the GM factory, the Chevrolet factory.
Yeah.
You could be a metal worker for all three of these factories, but you're a metal worker in the metal workers union.
But that comes back down to another systemic problem, is the focus that the educational system has on diverting people from trades.
Yeah, 100%. That's what my
like, yeah, like what do you call this? Because it's like you're talking about metal worker, like welders, you know, like actual, you know, hand jobs essentially. You know, pause. But,
but that's why.
But yeah, like if I went to college though, and then Lou went to college, but you're the only, you know, she metal worker.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like 1 of 20 of you. Y'all ain't powerful.
Well, that's why I say it's purposeful.
Yeah.
That's why, because like you just said, if you're funneling us to college and getting rid of trades, even though there's still been a necessity for them, but you're all telling us college is useful, but your graduation rates are below the 70th percentile in most universities. So I'm just saying, like, to me, I'm looking at it like, all right, so what is the other purpose for me to go to college? It's to get debt. Because when I get the debt, I shut the fuck up and do what I need to do. So it's like you want to have some leverage or control over the proletariat, over the populace. Right. And if I'm a tradesman who learned a trade, started my own business, I'm my own entity at that point. You know? And like I said, man, and then it turns into, they want it to be FH Fur fighting with this AC people, these AC people. So when summer hits, you call in, who got the best, who got the best, who got the best, who got the best, right? They want that to be like the battle for it, because then it seems like it's not a lucrative job. Because everybody's like, oh, FH Fur got this place, this area on lock. I can't even fathom starting a business, the HVAC business here. Yeah. When really you have pretty much, like, my sister's hired contractors left and right. Yeah. To do a myriad of things, man. Drywall, everything.
Absolutely, man.
But most of them don't even be citizens.
No, and that's the trip of it.
Yeah. They still got those skills, those day laborers from Mexico and shit.
Absolutely. Like, I always wondered.
In front of 7-Eleven.
Or over by U-Haul, close to Toys R Us. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, they out here, bro. We already know what's good.
I always wondered why, when people come from a different country, like if they're doctors or if they're working professionals, you know, in another country, why nothing translates, you know, to America. Because it's like, all right, if you're a doctor, it's not like a body is different in Iran than it is in America. Like a kidney is still in the same place. So
that's the illusion. They create the illusion that Western medicine is the best. When I found out Western medicine is predicated on, it starts with the man's physiology.
Yes.
And the woman is, and then they add the woman, and then they consider a woman just a man with all these hormones going on.
I was like, what?
Actually, to be more specific, a white man, because when they test most of these drugs, they go into like these very like liberal college campuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're absolutely right.
100%.
But I learned about that too. They were like, yeah, the what do you call it? It's like the Leonardo da Vinci man, like the outline
makes no damn sense.
They were like, yeah, you know, that's not even a woman. I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, notice around the breast. It's like there's no fat tissues there. Like, yo,
we literally all come from a woman. We are literally that gender, or not that sex in the womb until we are born. Not till we're born, until our organs form.
Fully developed. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
but
I don't
everybody
know, man.
Starts off as a girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's like I said, man, when I figured that out, I said, okay, man, they really fucked this up.
Yeah.
So like I said, Western medicine ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? They got all the money. That's all they got.
That's it, you know? But I honestly hope that whoever develops the, let's say, cure, vaccine, whatever, to Corona, they just have an open patent. Because it's like, what do you call it? It's like the seatbelt to me. Like, we see that people are dying from it, and one person could literally help generations moving forward.
Yeah. 100%.
But it's like, but if we have the idea of, oh, we need to make profits from this, might as well not even have the fucking cure, man. Like, it doesn't matter.
I agree. Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's that's why they say they're rushing to get to it before American pharmaceutical companies.
Shit, please.
They know we're gonna put the patent. I'm just like, y'all ain't shit.
You know what? I hope like, if that does happen, that some company just takes it, reverses engineers it, and it's like, you know, we got the bread. Let's go in court forever. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, but then it's gonna be niggas. It's gonna be American citizens having to get an underground vaccine from China.
I mean, niggas already
because the one in America costs too much money. No, I'm aware, but the one in America costs too much money.
Yeah,
that's how dumb. That's how crazy we are, bro. I don't know, man. I don't like the. I just have a natural. I'm naturally turned off by this lust of money we have, man.
Yeah. But right now, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna have to turn that switch on right now because I am tired.
No, that's the thing, man. I don't like. It's something I can't remove myself from, and that's what makes me angry. Because I'm American.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Is money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
how many songs do we have?
Niggas have
just about money.
Every one of them.
Like, we got
every single song ever is about money, nigga.
Like, it's all about money. The Greenback Boogie.
Mm-hmm. If you wrote a love song, in the love song, you told me how much you spent on that one time.
Right.
Took her to movies or something. Every song is about money, nigga. Every movie is about money.
Yo, I wince every time I see a K Jewelers commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every kiss begins with K. Shut the fuck up.
You gotta get a kiss. You gotta get a diamond to kiss the joint.
Right.
That's the era we in, man. Like I said, man, I'm not like I get it, but like I was talking to my sister earlier because she was talking about the rapture and shit, and she was like, and I said, I don't think I'm gonna get raptured. Like honestly, I'm gonna be down this bitch, wondering where everybody went. And I just kept it 100. She's like, huh? She's like, says all you have to do is have faith. I was like, you need more than that. I was like, you know how many homeless people I drove by this week and give shit to these niggas?
How many times I lied to these homeless people? Hey, you got some change? Nah.
But I just wonder, like, where does that? Like I told her, I think she'll make it because she's a magnanimous person. I feel like she's kind-hearted. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's enough that you felt bad when you drove by to get in there.
The book,
you know what I'm saying?
Like the book literally says, "Faith without works is dead." So you got if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was people act like it's gonna be like when if rapture does happen, it's only gonna be like 1 million people. Nah, this gonna be like 6.9 billion people. Only about a little going, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Talk to most Christians, they say, "I know I'm going to heaven." I'm like, where, nigga? Like, what have you done?
All right. No, yep.
But she said, "I'm praying for you." I'm like,
I already know our positions.
Bro, if you like, honest to God's truth, I say a prayer just for my own sanity, but I don't think he give a fuck about them joints, yeah. He up there like, come on, son. I'm praying to know, I'm like, yo, man, let the family stay healthy, let the family stay, good. And there's some dude like, yo, man, a cup of water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think his takes precedent over my joint.
Right.
Like, even though they both came from the heart, but one of them has diet, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just always weird to me when I start thinking about shit like that. Cause I just don't have the ego that says I'm going to heaven.
Nah.
I know I ain't shit. I'm not an evil person or a bad person.
No.
But I just know, like, I could be a better person. I'm fully aware of that shit, nigga. I think if you're aware that you could be a better person and you're not, that's when I think that's not listening to God. Like, that's like you being like, because if you drive by the homeless person and felt bad, nigga, that feeling's a blessing. And you ignore the blessing every time when you feel it. And if you ignore his blessings like that, because you think a blessing is just, I found a lottery ticket today. No, nigga, the blessing is you have a heart that feels, it has empathy.
Bruh, stop making me feel bad, yo.
I'm just saying, we see a bunch of people don't have that shit right now. Like, a ton of people don't have the blessing of empathy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have to look at that as a blessing. And when you turn it off because, I got it. Like, I literally, there's one dude, homeless as shit. I walked out the store, I was like, yo, man, I'm going to go in that joint. I hit you when I get back, right? So I went in there, literally wasted money to gamble in lottery. Because I could get what? More money. And walked around the joint, had two quarters and $2 in my pocket, and gave it to that nigga. When I could have gave him a whole 10.
Yeah.
Could have gave him a whole 10, but I chose the greed of money over the human spirit to help another man.
Hey, well, I mean, God also said you can't serve me and money. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so just the fact that we're all conditioned to serve money in this country lets me think that I don't think anybody within the lines of these states is making it, bro.
Yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little tough.
Like, what did my boy Montana 300 say? He said, "America, hell's heaven."
Hell's heaven.
He said, "Welcome to America. I call it hell's heaven." I was like, me. He basically said we already in Babylon. And we just living good though, nigga.
That hurts.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's right. Because the amount of gentry that's in this country, man. Just look in New York, like in general. Like you could walk down Manhattan and you can say Manhattan to anybody in the US and know that they understand that's money.
Yep. As soon as I think of New York, I think of like a busy motherfucker in a suit walking towards Wall Street.
Yeah. Or some lady some lady with the au pair picking up her kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Nannies and like housemaids and all types of shit, bro. Like I said, you fighting to get a haircut right now. Knowing niggas is dying down the street.
Right, like it's not that important.
I saw an article that said we could have over 200,000 deaths in July, alone, but we could also save millions of jobs if we open back up.
I saw, millions of jobs. People dying.
Basically, he's like, "Look, nigga, do you want to check? Because you could be one of the ones who died." But you also could not be one of those.
Right, and I like how they're trying to put a number on it, like it's fucking Calvinism. Like, hey, 144 of us are going to heaven. Could be you.
Okay, look, exactly. So this is my point, right? That's literally you telling us, look, I know what they say, your health is your wealth, right? Not in this country.
Oh no.
So they literally are saying this. You just said they put a number on it. 200,000 people going to die. And motherfuckers are saying, okay.
Because we have a number associated. But if it goes past that, oh, well, we didn't estimate it to be this bad. And we don't. Nigga, we know what kind of virus it is.
But then people made the argument, we already do this with other things, right? There's like 30,000 suicides by gun per year, 344 accidents per year, right? Whatever, right? So that's what they use to take those metrics. Like, we already know that there's a healthy amount of things that we do per year that kill us: overeating, obesity, and we allow all these things to go down. So why should we stop? Because this virus is going to take out 200,000. But I'm looking at not 200,000. I'm looking at 200,000 in July, nigga. That's 1 month. I think we should. But that is the exchange. So, nigga, your barbecues, your picnics, your beach in your summertime, but we don't sacrifice a good 200,000.
Somebody should have asked, what about August?
We ain't got time for that. Gotta get this money.
So wait, so the jobs is gonna be gone in August? Like
they'll be here. It's gonna be more jobs because of 200,000 niggas that died.
Yeah, actually, that is a good question. Like, is it 200,000 every month?
Well, they say it's 200,000 in July right now, which means they said 3,000 a day.
I mean, 3,000 a day. That's all right.
That's estimation.
Then you also
low estimate from the CDC.
Think about what jobs not gonna be there, because you got
right. Because now I'm thinking like, yo, maybe I can slide into that shit.
No, I'm just saying like, motherfuckers that was like, once everybody had to start working from home, the people on the companies probably sat back and was like, yeah, this nigga working from home. And then we realized we really don't need this position right here, so we just gonna gut this shit. So now a bunch of them ain't got jobs to come back to.
You got fired, nigga?
Me not. I went to work today. I'm just saying, like people not gonna have jobs. Some people are not gonna have jobs to come back to.
That's true.
And realize like we don't really need this position.
Hey,
that's facts though.
I kind of wish that more companies that are able to are like Twitter and just tell all their employees they can work from home forever. Like y'all don't need to come in.
No, I agree 100%. I just saw Jack Dorsey. He donated $5 million to Andrew Yang so that he can implement the universal basic income.
Yeah,
and make it.
Man, like we had the answer. Like we had multiple answers, and we said no to all of them.
Oh yeah, you saw Elizabeth Warren. She backing out of Medicare for all. It's not in Joe Biden's platform, so she got to get that running mate ticket.
Hey.
So they're like, hey, Elizabeth's like, do I really care about this? I guess not. Like, true colors showing up, Elizabeth.
It's like, come on, like we just need a moral backbone to, like you said, the president is a moral backbone of this country. That we just need somebody to be like, you know what? No, this is what it is, and this is what. We need somebody that's young because we keep looking at Bernie and it's like, oh well, he's an old man, he almost 80, blah blah blah. Like
that's the biggest knock against Bernie, his age, man.
Right? Like just
if Bernie was 50,
don't mean he not right.
But if he was 50 spitting the same shit, he would have won the first time.
Get him.
That's it, man. That's it at the end of the day. But I'd rather have a nigga who's 70 years old been talking the same shit for 40 years.
Yeah.
I know he ain't about to switch up. He's like, I'm close to the grave, nigga. I've been living this life already.
Ain't him and Trump the same age though?
Probably. Pretty much. I think Trump's older.
Bernie's older by like 5 years. They both in their 70s, bro.
Bernie older by 5?
Biden like 70.
Oh yeah, he's 78. Trump.
Well, I know all these old motherfuckers is old as shit.
Yeah.
I knew they was in their 70s. I knew that.
Trump, Biden, Pelosi,
all of them.
Yeah, all of them the same age. They all classmates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be very interesting. I see we still have an election in June.
Hey, well, I mean, let's see if we can actually vote by mail, because they said that the newest, I guess, development with the virus is that it spreads. I don't want to say better, but it spreads more prominently, person to person, as opposed to person to surface.
Yeah, CDC just released that.
Yeah, so it's like.
I'm aware.
Like,
hey man, look,
people standing in lines. Like, is that really what we want? Like,
at the end of the day, I don't know what we want at this point. Because
look, as long as I can make enough money so I can move my family out from this country, because
that's what I was start talking about, nigga. Let's move to Africa, bro.
Swear, man.
Look,
you already got. Well, we got 3 countries at least we know we can go to. At least. All right.
Wait, where are they?
Nigeria because of Lou. All right. We got Sierra Leone because of me, and then Ghana because of my stepmom. All right. So
those are all 3. Those are 3 pretty high countries in the continent of Africa too. Yeah. GDP wise.
Oh no! Well, no, and not Sierra Leone. No.
I think Sierra Leone's top 25, right?
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone's like one of the poorest countries in the world.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking about.
I was thinking about Ghana.
No, not Ghana. It's the other one.
What?
Because those are all West African countries.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about.
Because the North African countries they're usually set.
But now, that's why I shared that video when we talked about it on the pod back in the day, where the infrastructure for internet and stuff that's being built over there.
Yeah. So I mean, there's
it's a burgeoning market. I'm just saying, look, man, because people keep acting like this bitch don't got a expiration date on it.
Absolutely. Honestly,
let this cracker win again.
I kind of think that there's going to be a brain drain from America.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like we're gonna stop. People are gonna stop immigrating to this country, and people are gonna start leaving, especially the wealthy, educated.
I was thinking of Senegal.
Senegal, yes.
I was thinking Senegal. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Senegal is close to Sierra Leone, yes. But yeah, man, I feel there's going to be a serious brain drain within maybe the next like 10, 15 years.
Oh, no, you're 100% right. And it's going to be us.
Yeah.
I really don't think so, because, like, I think people are still going to be coming over here from other countries just because, like, It is actually just really easy to make money in this country.
Oh no, definitely. Like it, as far as the money making is concerned, it's you're gonna work here. Like America is a country to work, not a country to live.
Because there's work to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends though. Like what kind of work is there to be done right now? If you're an immigrant who doesn't speak English, all those jobs are going bye-bye.
Oh yeah.
That nigga 7-Eleven, you could be that bagger at motherfucking whatever grocery store. You could be doing some essential work.
Yeah, but I don't think
you can do computer repair.
But you gotta look at it like the shifting of the times. Like, are there new 7-Elevens?
Yeah, even if there's not, I mean, there's always gonna be grocery stores. There's
always gonna be a gas station, and if not a gas station,
what I'm making an argument is, but those places don't necessarily always need humans to run them coming up.
No, but and that's going to be the counter argument for humanity is that yes, humans aren't going. You don't need a human to run it, but you're going to need a human to maintain it.
Yeah, but I'm saying no, that's not like the lower tier worker. That's going to have to be a computer programmer of some kind. That's like studied in the field and knows the science to maintain those systems. Like, because I'm thinking, because you see it now, like I was saying, it's not necessarily about the cat. Like we go in the grocery store right now, Giant got 15 registers, 2 open max. You might see 6 on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
like tops. And now I don't know how many you're gonna see with this pandemic. So to me, it's like next step is you just get yourself. You make your list. You show up at a store, and a robot go down each aisle, grab your shit, and bring it out.
Even okay. So aside from that,
Karen not gonna let that happen.
Just in America, there's still just better.
It's not gonna matter. Karen get ran the fuck over.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like, there's just better access to information. Like, okay, let's say robots take over all those very low, like, minimum wage grocery shop. Like, bro, I got cousins back home that I can't even reach sometimes because the internet is just so shitty. So at least here, you have.
No, I'm hip, but that's what I was talking about earlier. The infrastructure is being built out and becoming better in certain African countries.
Mm-hmm.
So once we have that, or once that's getting built out, like, I don't know, man, because like I said, I've traveled and I didn't really see much difference between like same fast food chains as global. Like that's one thing about globalization. And Elon Musk brought this up, but he was like, it's every region sort of losing its identity because of globalization. Like I didn't think I could eat like an American when I went to Spain, but I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had Mickey D's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, like they had everything that you could expect to see over here. The only difference was they speak Spanish. Like I didn't feel like I was in a foreign country aside from the language. Like, but I could feel that way walking down the wrong street in Texas, nigga. So it's like, to me, like all the things that I thought would matter when I traveled didn't, because I was able to navigate because I'm an American. So to me, I think the biggest misnomer about going to Africa is that you'll have to live a much different life when really you won't have to.
No.
You'll still have clubs, you'll still have parties, you'll still have all the things you can primarily do here, like.
No, I know. It's been a good 7 years since I've been home, but I know like life here and there really isn't that much different except for the ease to which I can access shit here. But again,
I agree.
It is getting easier over there. Like you said, people are building those infrastructures.
Yeah, like you said, this is of course the easiest place to access shit, but it's like, I don't know at what cost, man.
That's something too.
Because we got the ease of access, but we also got you can be in the mall, get shot, nigga.
True.
Like, not to say that it doesn't happen over there, like that you don't have bad things that happen in other countries, but shit, nigga, like if you talking about ease of access, nigga, I'm walking out the Nike store and get lit up.
Hey,
fuck that matter. You know what I'm saying?
I say ease to access, nigga. I'm at everything. Internet.
Dude, look, well, I'm with you, but that just gonna turn it to be what to shop through like online.
Yeah.
Bring the Nikes to the crib, nigga. Like,
exactly.
I gotta go out there for it. Armando shooting shit up.
You are going to adapt yourself towards the situation before you remove yourself from the situation.
I think we're in the removal phase.
Yeah.
We done enough adapting, nigga. I'm tired.
Yeah. Like
I'm not even that old.
As soon as it's enough, out.
Yeah. And like I said, I really think it's just going to turn into, Akon came back, brought us the message. I posted it, the footballer from Europe.
Mm. Yes, like, Mario.
He was like, yo, we should start our own league in Africa. We got all the talent. He was like, we got the money right now. I was like, he said, I'm getting tired of these white people yelling racist shit at me when I'm out here doing my job. And he's just like, because I could just tell that's just exhaustion. That's like when I learned about W.E.B. Du Bois. Like his life journey was so interesting to me because he's a mulatto. So he's very light skinned complected. So he grew up around white people in the North. So his job, he said, yo, man, I bet you if white people knew how black people were living post Civil War and Reconstruction, they would feel bad enough to want to change. Right. So he studied the Philadelphia Negro. This is when he wrote he studied the 7th Ward in Philadelphia, which is primarily black, which had black doctors, black dentists, black shoemakers, all these different things. And he realized that when a black person was sick, he didn't want to see a black doctor. And when a white person was sick, he didn't want to see a black doctor. So he realized that embedded racism was actually hurting the economic sovereignty or prosperity of the African-American professionals in the area. So that's why a black doctor would make less than a high school graduate who worked at a factory. Right. So he did all these studies and he put it into this Philadelphia Negro, compiled all the data. He said, okay, I'm going to show it to these white people and they're going to see. They said the book. They said, this is a heavy, nice book for the coffee table to sit something on through that show. So then he said, okay, I'm going to try to hit him in the heart. So then he said the souls of black folks. He went down south and he decided to switch from this this data-based entry type of analyzing of a situation into the mental. So that's when he came up with the double consciousness theory. That black folks have two consciousness, how white people see us and how we see ourselves. And he started putting all these parables together about what it was like in the South. And he said, okay, if I show them through not dramatized, but if I show them through the heart-filled poems and stories, then they'll see the errors of what's going on and be like, yo, man, we got to change it. He's like, oh, man, this is a dope book. Yo, son, this shit made me cry a little bit, son. Threw that shit in the corner. He's okay. He's like, what's next? He said, basically, he did all these things, right, throughout his career. And eventually, he became a Pan-Africanist and was like, yeah, we got to get the fuck up out of here. That was his conclusion. By the time it was in his life, he literally turned it to, yeah, Marcus Garvey was right. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to get the fuck up out of here.
They can't put it even simpler. He's like, oh, nigga, if you go to Africa and start an XYZ business, you could make X amount of dollars as opposed to if you just stay here trying to get people on your side,
Yeah.
Listen to this shit.
100%. It takes someone bigger than Akon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, he's already African.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be one person that we know is a descendant of black slaves goes, like a Beyonce came back with the message.
Niggas, niggas still ain't going to Africa.
Beyonce came back.
Honestly, if Beyonce came back and was like, I'm moving to Africa, if Beyonce said she's moving to Africa, no, not even that Africa, if she said, I'm moving to Ghana,
niggas will have to see Beyonce living in Ghana for like a year first and then be like, you know what? I just might get this ticket.
it automatically increased interest.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And one thing it does is, for instance, let's just do a Rock Nation brunch in Ghana.
Ooh.
So that means all of our top and best brightest got to go. And we got to see all the pictures.
That's been
happening. Got to see all the foliage. And we got to see all the greenery.
Didn't they, like,
Rock
like one weekend that, like, all the artists were in Ghana.
Yeah, they did a benefit concert. And they did one in South Africa.
No, and I just been reading that, like, a lot of, like, black celebrities have been visiting Ghana.
Is Ghana the one that was given citizenship out?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like 100th anniversary or something. Like, that's when niggas got stole. But it was like, they was giving out citizenship to Americans. That's what I said, man. You need those things. Like I said, it's Akon going with and saying, yo, I got the Chinese money and I built all this shit. But it's also understanding he had his own cachet when he went. But then it's the dude who comes back, is like, yeah, man, honestly, bro, I was out of Atlanta. I didn't have a dollar to my name. Niggas wasn't fucking with my shit. Got on the plane to visit my uncle.
Like if
just never came back and made it out there.
If Byron Allen said that he is still going to have his, businesses here, but he's actively developing networks for like a West African audience.
He is though.
No, like, but like if he's like, you know what, this whole Comcast thing, I understand what it is, but this is if you put it on Front Street, right?
Yeah, that's what it'll take. Yeah, because Queen of Soho, that was Netflix's first original African series. Mm-hmm. Queen of Soho, that's only one. And look, man,
Boyega got like 4 or 5 coming out soon.
Did y'all see the joint where the nigga got shot at the school in the African movie? Did you see that clip?
No, what is it?
Yeah, let me show you this joint. Let me show you this.
What movie is this?
Nah, this is a movie, but niggas, it's a meme. It's the meme says when you get paid to be an extra, so you do just that.
Oh wait, and he gets like shot in the back, and he's like,
yeah, and then he does like a breakdance move, and then jumps on top of his head.
Everything was in slow motion. He does like a 6-step. Like, dude, it's funny. It's funny.
This shit have you dying.
So fucking extra too.
He's like, is that when you get paid to be an extra, so you do just that? This shit right here, nigga. This nigga. Son, watch this nigga though. This will lift me up, son. Watch this nigga.
I've seen it.
He hit the breakdance move. He got shot though.
My man hit a 6-step.
Look what the nigga do with his hands, like,
and then a headstand. Bow.
He did a headstand.
He said,
my favorite thing is the editor kept that shit in there, yeah. The editor said, we going with that take, nigga. You did it. Son, that's the only thing. That's what I realized, man. That's what I realized when I watch African shit. It's like fuck a plot, young. Like, fuck the plot, fuck the script. It's how do I look on camera right now?
How interesting am I?
Yeah, and it's like, it's all like, I realize most African films are the equivalent to mumble rap, nigga. I mean, you know what the fuck going on, but that shit look good as a motherfucker.
They just trying to do special effects.
But nah, that's just niggas at their essence, though. That's just black people at their essence, dog.
Extra.
Yo, did it make sense? Nah, it made no sense, but how was the drip? The drip was on, yeah, the drip.
Honestly, bro, people are gonna start wearing sock shoes. Bet.
Bro, what I see, bro.
The scene ain't make no sense, but how did it look though?
But how did it
look? That's it. That's it.
Did it look?
They're gonna be like, he was at the premiere. He was in his seat like this. Wait on his own. He had his girl with him. He's like, wait till they see this joint. And then they hit the
Wait, he gonna be like, hey, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Oh, bro, son. Man, dog, I love it, man. I love all of it, bro. But like I said, man, honestly, man, if I'm 40, shit is just, we got a couple projects out, we're doing a couple things, and we got the cash.
Bruh, no, that's like the next 5 years.
We can make a movie about us going.
The next 5 years, that's what it is. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's about to be a movie for sure.
Yeah. But like I said, man, I've seen people go to Nigeria and stuff. Friends like Priska, she went. Mm-hmm. Seen that on her IG story last year. She was in the village and shit, and I'm just like, young, like, well, I don't know, man. Show me the main streets, man. Show me the
Yeah, man.
I'm literally just going to party for like a month with my cousin.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta go party with your cousins.
But now, like, I'm just like, you gotta put that all on IG though, Luke.
Oh, nigga, what? Shit, I'm
stunting on niggas, like, because when Priska went, I was like, okay, this is like my uncle's house down south. I don't want to go see this.
Yeah.
Like, I seen country, nigga. I got seen country here. Country in every country. But country in China, it's the same country, nigga.
It is the same.
Only difference, they got bat soup. That's about it, nigga. That's it, nigga.
They adapt with what they got.
Yeah. And I see this video yesterday. This Chinese woman was eating a penis from this animal. She was biting into it. She bit the head off the joint.
Oh, Lorena Bobbitt. Okay.
And this nigga in the background, when she bit the head off the joint, he went like this with his chair, like leaned into the camera and was looking at her, and she looked over her shoulder like she was embarrassed to be eating a dick. I went to the comments, and niggas in the comments was like, "Yo, man, what's wrong with just having a chicken sandwich?" Niggas was mad. They was like, "She about to release some new shit, eating a penis." I was like, "This should have you rolling, son."
Nah, it's not even the fact that like she eating it. It's like, it's just how okay with it. Like she just like,
yeah.
Oh, so you that simple?
It's a snack for her. What would have been on Fear Factor 7 years ago.
Right. She got her munching away, looking at you like, what's that?
Yeah. That's what I realized. Fear Factor didn't work if you had foreigners on it.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like, "What we eating today, Joe?" They'd be like, "Oh man, nigga, you got the good ones."
Honestly, when they were like, "Oh, y'all gotta eat like cow balls," I'm like, "All right, y'all gotta eat spiders."
Yeah.
Alive? No.
The only joint that fucked me is when they got laid with the snakes and the spiders and shit.
Yeah, see that's like,
that's when I would have been like, you know what? Fear is a factor for me, Joe. I'm out.
That's real.
Yeah.
Because some of these shits are like poisonous. So no.
Yeah. I know it's just a thought, nigga. I'll never recover. I'll feel spiders on me forever.
PTSD, man. That's
100%. Nigga, like you know that sometimes when that thread hang off the top of your shirt and scratch your arm, nigga. Every time that happened to me, nigga, if I'm in the whip, I'm crashing. I'm shit.
Bruh, let the window be down and the wind tickle your neck wrong.
Oh man, good nigga. Shit, nigga, I'm with you, bro.
You turn it left. That's it. Turn left on the highway.
100%, bro. It's like I said, man. It's interesting, yo. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be interesting the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to Japan.
Oh yeah. And honestly, if I can't go back home, I'm gonna go to Japan.
First, bro. You know we gotta go visit what's her name in South Korea before we go to any Asian country.
Who?
Jessica, because she already got the connect. Ain't she still in South Korea?
Oh, she got weed in South Korea?
Probably.
And that's it. As long as I can go to a country and smoke, I'm good.
Right? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
In South Korea?
Yeah, she in South Korea. You can't smoke in South Korea, though. That shit is like the biggest taboo in the world.
Damn.
A lot of niggas up for that shit.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
I bet she's still chiefing somehow, though.
You could drink your ass off, though.
Nah, man. Nah, alcohol is not it.
Yeah, alcohol is big over there. They love that shit. But I don't know, man. Like I said, if I'm in South Korea, I would chill. I would do what South Koreans do. My thing would be, yeah, man, I'm just trying, South Korea, Japan. That's both Asian countries I want to get out the way. And then
I hear Taiwan is nice. I do want to go to India though. I really want to go to India.
I don't think we had the same experience as my coworkers though, bro.
Oh no, absolutely not. No, there's a part of India that I want to go to and a part that I definitely don't want to go to.
I want to see the Taj Mahal.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in India, you know what I'm saying? I love Indian women. They beautiful to me.
Absolutely, man.
The outfits and stuff. I got a couple bad joints I follow. I want to see I want to go to a Bollywood theater.
Yes.
Them joints be
yes.
Off the chain. Ali was like, them joints is decorated to a T. They got gold everywhere and shit.
That's all it is at the end of the day. As long as we have our monetary class in other countries, that's it. Whatever the equivalent is, like of middle class, yeah, just show me that in another country and I'll probably be cool.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to get treated like a nigga in India when I could just stay here.
I mean,
we're gonna get treated like one in Japan and South Korea.
Right. Like,
yeah, but at least, I can have some fun over there in South Korea. You know what I'm saying?
You can have fun in India?
What the fuck is there to do in India?
Same thing you be doing in South Korea, trying to fuck bitches, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Dude act like he ain't got the same itinerary wherever he go.
Not one bad Indian joint roll up to you. Like, how?
Exactly.
Like, you ain't gonna
this is what I'm saying.
If I told this nigga there's a place with the best internet in the galaxy, but ain't no bitches there, he'd be like, oh, I ain't gonna find out what the internet like.
But this is what I'm saying, though. I feel like, yeah, you right, but I could probably smash more joints in Korea that like niggas than in India, because I just don't feel like they like niggas over there in India. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. I feel like you meet Aqua. You would get the same joints. You would get the joints who Like the same joints if you walked into all white neighborhood here. The ones who daddy told them to stay away. You get the same joints, Shank.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be easy.
And you could really treat them disrespectfully there because you ain't gonna see him again.
South Korea though, there's this one actor. He's the first black dude I've seen in the drama. It's called TWEOM Class. So that. Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, did you start extracurricular?
I haven't.
Man, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, this nigga asked me for a name or some shit. You're not even about to watch it.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
But nah though. But he's the first brother I've seen. But there's a place in Korea, South Korea, where there's a lot of foreigners that live there, and they celebrate like all foreign holidays, like St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, whatever. The show takes place in this dude who opens a bar in that region. It's the first Korean drama show with a predominant. Well, it's not the first one, but it has a transgender in it.
Word. And
a black dude. Basically, all the misfits of society live in this one sector of society because it's the most foreign region of South Korea. South Korea is very weird because they have a very like regal sense of I wouldn't say, what is it?
A sense of self.
Nah, not self, but
as far as how to treat other like Western cultures or what?
Well, not that. For instance, their celebrities have to have humility. They don't have a choice. Like if they don't present themselves that way,
a lot of the K-pop stars are like that. Yeah,
they have to. Even if they don't act that way as a character on a show, when you see them in real life, he could be the most bravado-filled dude on the show, but when you see him in real life, he's like borderline just effeminate and like very meek.
Like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he's an actor, you know what I'm saying? So he's acting when he's on screen, but it's also this very docile presentation. Like everything is always with proper syntax, meaning you got to say it with the right dialect, which means you got to put the O in it, which is proper English or proper pronunciation. If you kill the O sounds at the end of every sentence in Korea, it's considered you're talking down. And that's the only things you can do with people you're mad close with.
Yeah.
So you always, if you say "annyeonghaseyo," so it's like "annyeonghaseyo" is the way to say hello. "Nanya" is just saying what's up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of how we got here. Like we walk into the building, we say good morning versus, hey, what's good with you?
Yeah.
You know, it's that. You can't ever not be the upper language when you're famous.
Yes.
If you're at a public spot.
Yeah.
So it fucks with me because I didn't know this, but a lot of their stars come to California and be over here. Like they got like black girlfriends. They be doing all types of shit over here in Cali.
Wilding. Yeah.
They wilding, but it'll never make the news in South Korea.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, even if they know about it, they don't want to know about it.
Yeah. But also it's like, it's like he's in America right now. And they're like, oh, America. And that they leave it at that.
Yeah. For instance, there's this one show where this woman, they planted weed in her bag.
Oh shit.
And she grew up in the States because she was this rich heiress, and her family wanted to keep her away from the fortune in the company because her grandfather wanted her to take it over, but they was trying to get their own chips in. True. So they kept her in the States. And when she came back, they planted marijuana in her bag. And the dude who was becoming her love interest and her lawyer in the show was like, "Is it yours?" And she was like, "No, why would you act?" Like she was upset that he questioned her, but he was like, "Because I know how it is in America. It's not like you grew up over there. It's not a big deal over there." Like,
yeah.
But she was just like, "No, I never do drugs." And she was like very adamant and like demonstrative about it. And I was like, if you grew up in the States, you would not be that hype. But she had to go in like that because she's the main character of a Korean show. You know, she couldn't keep it 100. She couldn't be like, "Oh, no, it's not for me. I don't do it." Or "I tried it." Or, "Oh, when I was over there, but I wouldn't dare bring it over here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which would be the real way if you grew up over here in California. Like, you're not going to have this, weed. Like, no, it's going to be like, yeah, you can understand it's not culturally accepted in Korea, so I'm not taking a dime with me when I get on a plane. Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
You know, but you wouldn't be demonstrative.
Damn. Nah, so you mean I gotta go out to like the far places to find
you telling me like niggas like Kanye couldn't be no Korean celebrity?
No, absolutely not.
Not at all.
No.
Like,
not at all.
Hell, even Jay-Z wouldn't be able to be a Korean celebrity.
I don't think I'd have to Kirk on a motherfucker at least once.
But that's the thing, like they don't they have a respect for their celebrities though. Like it's not like people are just running up to the celebrities and like, oh, sign this. Like it's not. I can imagine the humility that celebrities demonstrate is also a reaction from the fans.
In a way.
Yeah.
I think it's just a cultural thing.
Unless you cross fan bases.
Yeah.
Like, don't be a fan of BTS and you get caught at a concert for.
That's different.
They're coming for you.
That's
another part of the culture that is
because that's rivalry at that point.
The only person I can liken it to is what happens when Justin Bieber drops shit for his fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can liken it to. All the K-pop stars get Justin Bieber type love in that country, which is just crazed fan base. But I don't know. It's always interesting watching these different cultures, especially Japan and everything. Like Japan, you see them; they're just so Western with their shit.
Yeah.
Like I saw a piece from Jim Jeffries, and he went over there, and Japanese, they ain't fucking. Like they're not having kids. Yeah. And they're saying it's a problem because when all these adults get old, no one will be able to take care of them.
Yeah.
So there's going to be probably some AI involved in it and shit. Mm-hmm. So he went to a maid cafe, and he was interviewing these people that worked in the maid cafe. He had this one chick who's in character. You know what a maid cafe is, right?
Maid cafe, yeah.
That's where you go in there. They gotta call you master and ask you what you want, and they have to present themselves a certain way, be real cute, right? Mm-hmm. So there's one girl, she stays in character where Jim Jeffries interviewing him, and she's just like, and this other chick is just down. She's just dressed down like she's a manager or something. And there's two dudes and two chicks, and he asked the women, so what's going on with Japanese men? Why ain't they hollering at y'all, right? And so he was just like, they don't know. It's like, because they're very fearful because a lot of Japanese women are in the workplace and they have their own money and status. And so the men get fearful of approaching them because they feel like they'll get like talked down to and shit. Basically, Japan got a bunch of simp niggas in it.
I mean,
and there's nothing wrong with that. But, but it's so then the woman she was sitting next to this nigga, right? And Jim Jeffries was like, so what kind of man are you interested in, right? And she said, oh, I like quiet type, glasses, doesn't like to do much on the weekend. And the nigga next to her had just given a description of himself. And Jim was like, ain't you talking about this nigga right here?
Right. You mean that nigga over there?
But it's like she was honestly like low key trying to let him know that he could book the joint if he tried.
Just gotta ask, my nigga. Just gotta ask.
Because when she said, are you talking about this motherfucker right here? She kind of looked at Jim like, Jim, yes, I am talking about this motherfucker right here. And this nigga looking goofy as shit like,
Message.
I'm gonna send you that clip. I'm gonna send you that joint because y'all gotta see that joint so to get what I'm talking about, bro. That shit holy dog. But nah, man, they said, and then he's talking about they don't have a license, and a lot of people would take the whip to like make out point and get it in.
Yeah.
So there's like this generation don't drive because they got the transportations, Ubers and shit like that. So they don't drive and shit. So that's another reason why sex is going down for the younger generation.
Hey man, maybe this is just a global cultural shift. Like a lot of different countries just need to switch up societal rules.
Same thing about the U.S. Like the birth rates are at the lowest point they've been in like 35 years right now.
Oh, that's because Bland B cheap. That's why you can buy like a whole pack on Amazon for like $100.
It's crazy. I think there's probably gonna be a baby boom after this pandemic.
Oh, absolutely. Call them the quarantines.
Niggas was fucking. I wouldn't be shocked if they did all this just to get that shit back, bro. We need a baby boom. Put these niggas in the house for a couple months. Ain't nobody fucking. Ain't nobody having kids.
Hey man, look, Future handling this by himself. He is doing it by himself.
Did y'all see the article I sent about Future, nigga?
No, wait, which one?
This nigga's baby Bob's, Jack. I just put it in what she do?
Man, I follow
Future sued by baby mama Eliza claims he threatened to have her killed during pregnancy. She got the messages. Picture they using that nigga Futures.
Damn.
Wait. Long live this fuckboy, yeah. So Future's out here just waiting for us, bro.
Wait, did you say like they had the messages in the article? Of him?
That's what it said. She said she has the messages.
Leak that shit, girl. Because that's a pretty bold ass claim to make.
All right.
I believe it though.
Oh man, if you don't get rid of this, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Damn.
God, wait, that's what Future said?
That's what she claiming. She claiming he threatened to kill her during the pregnancy.
I heard he gets the next one free. So
What one? The baby?
The next murder.
Nah, I just love it. Like anytime, like there's nothing redeeming about Future, bro.
no, there isn't.
Like, and I love it. I love it so much, man. Because like I realize at some points in my life, I got pussy because the niggas like Future exists.
Absolutely.
Like, if you know what I mean by that.
No, because I exist in the Andre 3K world. It's weird.
No. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like it's the same reason. For instance, some police officers get free food, right?
Yeah.
Not because they did something good, but because police officers are known to do something good.
Yes.
So sometimes as black men, we get the cachet of being bad boys, even though we ain't done nothing bad our whole life. But the white bitch we talking to don't know that. So what happens?
Where I really grew up.
Exactly. So what happens as a result of that is because niggas like Future exists, I can operate and own that space sometimes.
Yeah.
Now on the downside, it gets you shot when you jogging. But I'm just saying, like, but we got, that's like
is that the tax for fucking white bitches? Is that it?
No. I don't really think it's that because there was a clip earlier, right, in Iowa, right? There's this black dude who was going to his girlfriend's house in Iowa, right? Mm-hmm. And he got jumped by these two white dudes. Yeah. He got his face cracked in 5 places. Mm-hmm. And he was on the podium talking about, I don't know why they did this to me. He couldn't believe it, right? Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I guess you can't believe somebody just whipped your ass out of nowhere. He's like, I don't know what I did, what I could have done. And part of me was like, you was just black, bro. Like, yeah. But I get it. Like, he was just traumatized, right? Yeah. But then in the comments, they was like, yo, I bet you his girlfriend white. It said he was on the way to her house. He's like, I don't know why they came for me. Then what nigga say in the comments? Oh man,
why people gotta be? This man literally got attacked. Is it your girlfriend white? Shut up.
No, look, and then someone in the comments was like, it shouldn't have anything to do with it. He's like, I'm not saying it's a good world that he got his ass whipped for having a white girlfriend. I'm just trying to figure out why they picked him. And then somebody in the comments was like, somebody said, I didn't even know black people was in Iowa.
I was just about to say, what state is that?
I was telling Talithia the story earlier. My mom, Talithia said, there's black people in Iowa? I said, I guess so.
Yeah. There's really places niggas should just not go, bro. And that's one of them.
Iowa. For real, dog. I ain't never met a nigga from Iowa. Where you from, dog?
Ain't none.
Where you from, dog? From Iowa. So, I wouldn't even look at that. I was looking at that nigga so weird.
Like Des Moines, Iowa? It's like, nah.
Mars, you mean?
It's a place called Williams.
Yeah, it's like meeting a nigga from Montana.
Right, like.
Where you come from, nigga?
Hey, how's it going? My name's Chester. I'm from Wyoming.
My name is Doug. I'm from North Dakota. Nigga, what?
Nigga
name gotta be Doug.
Nigga named Doug from North Dakota.
Doug from North Dakota. That's the name of this episode. Right. Doug from North Dakota.
There you go. That's the name of the episode. Doug from North Dakota.
Doug from North Dakota.
Or should I call a brother named Doug from North
Dakota? a brother named
niggas in Iowa? Question mark.
Oh, that's a good title too. There's niggas in Iowa? Question mark.
That's it. Yeah. We worldwide.
Oh man, at least nationwide. Nigga, like damn.
I now want to go to Iowa and find one nigga.
Oh no, we got to, man. We got to.
That's the game. We just get off the plane in random places in America and try to find a nigga and stick a sticker on him. It'd be like that's the game.
Waldo?
Exactly, but we just like we each pick a random place in America to get off a plane. And we gotta find a brother, the first one to do it.
That shit sound mad dangerous. No,
this like a reality TV show, right? All you gotta do is find one and walk up to him with the camera, hand him a sticker. Just be like, and
the sticker just says, "We found you."
No. The sticker says, "I'm a black man in blank," and you just write in the place where you found that nigga. You give him the sticker.
The sticker say "niggas in blank."
Bro, and that is literally like you just do that. Like you got another we call it the racist scavenger hunt. Racism scavenger hunt or some shit. And we got
right.
We're gonna find
we're in a northern part of Arizona. We're gonna try to find a black person.
We gotta find an Asian dude dating a Chinese chick in Alabama.
Bro, I'm still
see if we can find a Blasian kid in Alabama.
Montana.
No. Finding a Blasian in Alabama that's wild.
That's a state, bro. That's still a state.
Yeah. North Dakota's still a state, nigga.
Doug is out here, man.
Doug is out here, bro.
Better put some respect on Doug's name.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. You better
Doug making sure all the packages getting
out. For real, nigga.
Nigga Doug wear dirty overalls. And boots.
Oh man, that nigga Doug calls them box braids.
Yo, don't do that.
I got me a girl. She got some box braids in her hair. Oh,
Doug.
Doug from North Dakota.
Oh, Doug from North Dakota, son.
That's a unicorn if I ever seen it.
You know, Doug from North Dakota thinks Trump's doing a great job.
No. Doug is a little critical of the president. You know, he thinks he can do a little better job.
Can he afford to be critical of North Dakota?
Hey, there ain't even two names on the ballot. It just said Trump.
Oh, you ain't never heard of a Black Lives Matter protest in North Dakota, nigga? Be one nigga out there named Doug.
I can just imagine this poor man seeing these black people getting killed, and then he'd go to work, and then all his coworkers like, I don't know why we talking about these niggers and whatnot. And Doug got to be like, yeah.
Doug like, I should have just followed the rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Doug is like, I can't believe it, man. This country used to mean something.
Doug is shook. Doug just wants some brotherhood. That's it. Doug just wants some brotherhood.
Oh man, son. Doug could not believe Beyonce went out there and did that at the Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't know why every time these black ladies got to go in the Super Bowl, they just got to be so scantily clad.
Yes. Oh man, Doug called to complain when Shakira shook her ass. He's like, them hips is lying. That's not real. He's like,
I ain't never seen a woman shake like that before.
Oh man, son.
Just don't know why Kaepernick is disrespecting troops by kneeling. Said Doug from North Dakota.
I know plenty of good soldiers.
Won't he get his hair box braided? Got that fro out all the time.
What I want to know is how can he put that helmet on with that fro? That's why he's not playing. He did cut his hair.
That's why he needs them box braids.
Yeah. Now, Kaepernick, I say you need to stand up. I know you was raised by a good Christian white mom and dad. I just need you to stand up. Signed, Doug from North Dakota.
Watch Doug. Doug is gonna watch this and be like, "Yo, fuck all y'all." Every single one of you.
No, I really wish the nigga, like, if this nigga tagged us, he's like, "Yo, I live in North Dakota. And my name is Doug, and I'm black, and I got a MAGA hat away." And Ye was one of the best albums of the decade.
Actually, I think Jesus is King was pretty.
Exactly, man.
Hey, Doug, if you listen, call us, bro.
Yeah, for real, son.
Please.
A Doug nigga. You remember that commercial, Lou?
Bro, I was just about to. Nah, I gotta see.
Did you ever see that commercial, Walt?
I gotta find it.
Back in the day, where it was like you could talk to it, like you could like any nigga you need to. Like it was like dark niggas, light niggas, IDs niggas,
Racist niggas. Oh, well, I'm about to send it to you.
What commercial is this?
It's like 100 niggas talking shit. Yeah, you can call, and a nigga will talk shit to you, but you can have a different type of nigga: fat niggas, skinny niggas, old niggas.
Yo, well, it was just this hotline, right? Where niggas will call you and just talk shit to you, bro. That was the whole skit.
We need to bring this back.
Like your sneakers ain't shit, nigga. This is the Chinese nigga.
Chinese.
So I was saying we need to add the Doug nigga.
Yo, I gotta find that video now.
You gotta find that joint. So that joint is old as shit. We was still chilling with Laura when that joint was out, nigga.
Damn, but that was a good 7 years ago.
We watched that joint on the way to your uncle's 1-year-old birthday party. And Laura was
like
with
that
us.
in family sometimes.
I remember Laura. I forgot Laura was with us that day.
She took pictures. She
took pictures. What happened to her, yo?
Bro, I don't know. You gotta talk to Josh.
I got her on IG.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing bad about her, but last time I seen her was in court, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh, was she a defendant?
Nah. Oh, yo, bro, I found it. I found the video, son. Hold on.
Share your screen and play that shit, nigga.
Hold on. Son, I literally was thinking about this joint the other day. Like, what happened to that?
that joint always stays in my mind. That shit was genius. It was that and the one with the niggas, nigga in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Remember that joint?
Yo, it says host disabled attendee screen sharing. You gotta enable that joint. I just tried to share my screen. But for like a good 2 years, this was the funniest video to us, bro.
Oh, this nigga Sheck West.
There you go. Try that joint.
Oh, it's lit.
Man, so you can't beat this joint, nigga.
Shit, too motherfucking funny. You know if y'all see it.
Nah, not yet.
Nigga named Doug from North Dakota.
Doug.
Yo, this nigga's name is Doug.
Yeah, my name is Doug. First time, long time. I just want to say.
I'm calling.
Is it working?
Oh, hold on. I gotta change some settings real quick. Be able to record the content.
You can't do audio, does it?
Oh, damn. It's 12:30.
No.
Yeah, we wrap up after we watch this joint.
Yeah, man.
Changes. I gotta change a few settings on my computer to share the joint. We gotta watch this shit again.
That was too much.
Okay. I'm trying to shit now. Oh, there we go. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
It's lit.
Yeah.
Guy, you got mad tabs open.
No bullshit.
I can barely hear the shit.
Who is this nigga?
Mystery.
What?
Me and my Jewish niggas.
That's my favorite part. Niggas is talking shit. Calm down.
The funniest part was that dude in the bed just like can't sleep.
Right.
Niggas talking shit.
He's some nigga to talk shit to me to get to sleep. No.
Oh man, that nigga woke up. Niggas is talking shit.
He felt it in his.
He felt it.
Tough niggas.
Yo, stop sharing
Dark
screen so we
skin.
can end it, joint. Yeah. Oh man, son.
Asian
I'm gonna watch this
niggas.
joint before I go to sleep, bro.
Oh, bro, I got you. That shit.
Hey,
man,
they
that
must have
joint.
been paying a killing. They said $4.99 per minute.
$4.99 per minute,
Per
son.
minute.
It's like dark niggas,
Mystery.
Chinese niggas.
White
Dog.
nigga.
Dog nigga.
The mystery
Dog
nigga. The mystery nigga is Doug. Yeah. Doug from North Dakota.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm black and I'm a MAGA supporter, yes, sir.
Oh man.
I think Trump's the best
You
president
just
we've ever had.
unlocked Doug from North Dakota.
Doug.
What's up? You want to talk some shit?
Yeah, I want to talk.
Oh man, let's go ahead and wrap this joint up, yeah.
So, niggas in Iowa. That should be the title.
Niggas in Iowa.
Niggas in Iowa, is that the title?
I think that's the title.
That might be the title, yeah. The last one was you gonna end up in the red.
Hey, you definitely gonna end up in the red.
You wind up in the red, bro.
Hey, you want to know what's funny? So I asked one of my friends that, and she was like, she agreed with you, Joe. She was like, yeah, no, it can't go longer than a year. Like, no, that's way too.
That's what I'm saying. It makes sense, bro. Right? Because then you start to we're not gonna get into this conversation again, but you start to get into other lanes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that. I think I'm gonna take that segment out and put it on IG.
Yeah, no, seriously, because she was like, yeah, no, it shouldn't, like a year is a decent length.
Yeah. Can't go past that. Man.
Yeah.
All right. All right. This has been the TWEOM Podcast. I've been your host, Joel Morris.
Your boy Doug from North Dakota.
This has been your other host, Walt. Good night.
This is the TWEOM Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Doug, call us, bro.
Yo, hit us, B. Let us know niggas in North Dakota.
Talking shit.
$4.99 per minute.